Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the weekly live stream that used to be about auditing your channels, but let's be honest, now it's just all about the memes. Let's do this.
VidIQ.
VidIQ.
VidIQ.com.
Hello everybody, welcome back to VidIQ, the YouTube tool, channel and learning academy that educates your YouTube journey. And every single Tuesday at this time of day, we audit your YouTube channels, and of course we have a little bit of fun along the way, as you can see right at the beginning of this live stream. We'll tell you a little bit more about those memes of the week in a few moments, but we can't do this live stream without our wonderful collection of hosts, myself included, along with Travis, who's in the house. Hello, Travis.
Hey, welcome everybody. Good to see you today. I'm super excited to get to auditing your channels. I know you're super excited about that as well.
And we've also want to introduce Dan, as always. Dan, say hello. And while Dan's saying hello, folks, take a look at his setup. And we were just discussing, like, does this setup look good? Does it look bad? Give us an emoji to tell us what you think and maybe some advice. We're just trying to tweak it to make it look good. Dan, say hello.
Oh, hello. Yes, it's gonna be. You can give it all the thumbs down you want. I'm limited in what I can do to fix it.
All right, well, there we are, Dan. Thank you very much for making yourself known to our awesome community, as always. Let's do a couple of shout-outs. That include the following people. Oh, blimey, it's going too fast. It's going far too fast already. Crafty Cabbage is here. Apollo, our amazing moderator. Brick Advice. FC Barcarre. AMP, Little Bella. Logan, the Canadian Gamer. Everything Hip Hop. Those are my shout-outs. Travis, who else are we shouting out?
I know Leela's in there, and I know that Magdalena's in there. Super User Tech Mod's in there, holding it down as much as they can. Tish from Artist Haven is in there. Oh my goodness, I'm just gonna do the mods because I know the mods. But you know what is the best part of this, ladies and gentlemen, is when Dan tries to read these names. Let's go. That's my favorite part of the whole thing. Let's go.
Let's do this.
Okay. TZ Aid. Maybe it's trade, but the Z is an A. The A is gone. It's a Z now. Kato Gaming. Sonic to Mine. That's what it was. Prince X Saiyan. Scrolly, which is what I'm going to do right now to see more names. DMCK Production. Cloudy Skies. Muhammad Rez. Gaming with Musa. Quit laughing at me. Bees with Toast. This is an amazing name. Mazfu. Toxic something. Nope, gone. iTech something. Yep, that was cool. That was fun. Thanks, mods, by the way. We added new mods.
Dan, you are truly a thespian of username shoutouts. Thank you. As always, folks, we've already got some amazing super chats and we haven't even got into this thing, so I'm going to quickly cover them. I need to press share my screen. Thank you to McRed Panda who you gave us 22 Norwegian coronas because you are so savage. You donated that 6 hours before the stream started. Appreciate that. Carthus Dojo, you wanted to give us an update. You just reached 100,000 subscribers and applies for verification. Congratulations to you. Well done, sir. 100,000 subscribers. 99 Filipino something or others from Jerwin Santos Vlogs. Thank you for that. 250 DOP. I never think we've got any DOPs before. And there is the emoji from you, Manu Roz. Thank you. And the Garleys, $5. I can't read that super chat, but I'm sure somebody will be able to very, very soon. But let's get back to what we do every single week here at the VidIQ channel audits. And it works a little bit like this. VidIQ channel audits are all about helping you become better YouTubers. To submit your channel for possible review, in the video description of this live stream, there is a link that will take you to this simple form. Fill it out and prior to the stream, we will pick out several channels for review. Channel audits are free. We offer them as part of the VidIQ YouTube service and we can't be bribed. While super chats are always welcome, they will not buy you a channel audit. We do not want to create a financial barrier to this weekly community get-together. The live chat exists so that you can all converse with the community. Don't ask for channel audits. During a live stream, the hosts don't have time to read them and moderators will put you in timeout. And speaking of moderators, I wanted to personally thank each and every one of you for supporting us every single week to make sure that this show gets up and running. It really is appreciated. We get hundreds of submissions every single week and unfortunately we can't audit every channel. To ensure your channel has a fair chance each week, we purge the list, and after we audit pre-selected channels, we randomly choose which channels get audited. We only have so much time in a day to audit your channels, but if you download the VidIQ extension, our 24/7 channel audit tool will offer you tailored advice specific to your YouTube channel. If you haven't already done so, download VidIQ for free today. A link is in the video description. If you submit your channel, expect constructive criticism. We assume you want to grow your audience on YouTube and that is what our advice is based on. Appreciate that we are viewing your channel for the first time. If we get something wrong, we didn't do it on purpose. It may be that your messaging and branding isn't doing the job it's supposed to do. And make sure to listen to the advice we give to all channels, not just yours. Test everything. Some strategies will work better for some channels, whilst it won't work for some channels at all. Always review the data YouTube gives you and then test again. We always appreciate it when you click on the thumbs up button. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell so that you know when we next go live. And do us a favour folks, if you do find this live stream useful, share it with at least one other video creator who you think could benefit from our advice. Are you ready? Let's do this. And what we do on top of all of the channels that we audit every single week from the list that we're going to go jump into quite soon, we do a lot of memes and things on Twitter. And what we do every single week is, if I just scroll to the top here and I share this with all of you, is we do Photoshop battles where we give you a picture and you have to turn that into something quite inventive. And the best ones will get some selections throughout this live stream for channel audits. So rather than being random on the selection, you can be creative and fun, and maybe we will choose one of you. And these were some of the highlights of those submitted yesterday. Savage was the person who was chosen to be turned into things, and Savage obviously isn't here right now, but I'm sure he would admire all of the wrestling ones that are appearing there, and some really good, interesting stuff here. And maybe we'll pick some of these later on as well. But the one, including that one, which is quite funny. But the clear winner, The clear winner by an absolute landslide this week was Ethan the Wreck, and we'll tell you why this is. He actually created an animation video out of that single image, and it looks a little bit like this. Brace yourselves. Did that make any sense whatsoever to you? If not, let's play it again. Let's not play it again. If you're none the wiser, that's okay. But we just love the sheer passion, energy, and time that probably took to create Ethan Rex. So thank you for that submission. And because of that, you are the first channel that we are going to audit this week with now some constructive opinion on it. So we're going to let, I think, since Travis, you do know Savage, I'm sure he would have admired that. I'm going to let you start off with this channel. What is it? What are we looking at here?
Yeah, we were talking a little bit about this before we got on. First of all, incredible work.
Absolutely.
Incredible. Yeah, so it's an anime channel. I saw some people in chat saying, I think JoJo, which I think is a big thing. Only reason I've even heard of this name is because of PewDiePie, so I'm assuming that it's that. And if that's the case, cool. But we also kind of determined off camera that it sounds like they're putting different types of music behind it, which is interesting. It's an interesting mix of, you know, something that's established along with something else is established and kind of mixing the two. Yeah, so JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Yep. General Weaves. Yeah, see, so like Beatles songs with it. Yeah, it's really kind of cool. Anime music with okay. So basically they're mixing music with the existing anime, and wow, it becomes pretty glorious, if I do say so myself. The thumbnails are really cool. I think they're very interesting. They're visually appealing. And if you know it, I guess it's called Liet Motif, maybe.
Yeah.
If you're searching for that, you're definitely going to find them. I guess that's something we should probably do a little research on. So this is a sub niche of some sort. But by the way, look at a couple of these. A couple of these have really taken off in the last 2 weeks. 1,000 views, 2,500 views in 3 weeks. Like, it seems like when you nail one of these, you really nail it. So here's my recommendation. You know, instead of just trying to swing for the fences on each one, hoping that one video pops and then that's the end of that, you should always be thinking of a way to connect videos between each other, whether that be through end screens, through you know, things in the description, you know, links, all that stuff, getting people after they enjoy one video to watch another. So make sure that in the end, you always have your end screens, and even in the description, hey, if you liked this one, go to the next one, maybe a lower third, since I know you're not in these videos, maybe a lower third, it says, if you like this, watch this next video, and then have the end screens come up, because you want, when one of these pops, to pull up other videos.
Yeah, two things I would probably add to that is it the anime, the characters, the animation video that you're covering, or is it this music or style of music that's drawing in the audience? So you might want to sort by most popular. It might be like heavy metal or like the Beatles, or a certain type of track that really brings in the audience, or it's a certain animation cartoon. People are probably going to hate me for saying that, like a certain animation that's really bringing in the audience. And I think those are the things that you can combine. And I would also maybe argue this, and I could be wrong about this, it feels as if this is a subculture which maybe and I feel it feels similar to those data visualization channels, whereby there's going to be one or two channels that really stand out and gather up a huge audience, but then when imitators or competitors jump into the market, they just can't compete. And I feel as if there might be one or two leading channels in this space. So that might be something to consider as well. But yeah, as I say, the thumbnails really work. I think Travis is spot on what he had to say. Dan, any more final thoughts before we move on?
I just wonder if you could get even more traction by doing animes that are very recent. Maybe that's what you're already doing, but trying to stay on top of any music trends and or anime trends that you could, you know, jump on just to be topical.
Good solid advice as well there. Thank you, Dan. So Just to reiterate, what we do here is we've claimed hashtag channel audits for ourselves on Twitter, and we're going to be going through this list later on, and for example, this person has posted it exactly right, including the hashtag, their channel to click on so that we can watch it, the live stream link, and something funny that's going to get our attention. So we may choose this one later on, but for now, we're going to go to the first channel that's submitted for submission through our form, which already has 700 submissions this week. The first person to submit this week was CarMaster 21, 219 subscribers, and by quirk of fate, we won't be covering many gaming channels for the first hour. We start to do that in the second hour, but they're the first channel that's submitted, so we always choose that one. So Dan, I'm going to let you take a first look at this one, who is going to shoot me in COD Mobile, apparently.
Yes, CarMaster. I've seen your name around. Yeah. I feel like you've been here quite a bit.
I've seen the name too. Were they savaged, maybe?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, it's great that somebody who's been in the community for a while has kept submitting and now finally get a chance to get a real audit.
Yeah. So thank you for being here, just supporting us. And we hope we can support you back. So when I look at your channel, the first thing I notice is that banner, and it's a very interesting value proposition. I feel compelled. But, scrolling down, I'm noticing not a lot of Call of Duty mobile videos, which kind of further dates your channel banner. I think you should keep it a little more current. I also think having a call to action there is kind of, we always recommend, you probably don't need that. It's going to be all over your videos. It's already at the top of your channel with the big red subscribe button anyway. Try to make it something more valuable. Try to give us a reason to subscribe rather than just tell us we should do that. Tell us why we should do that. Your thumbnails, I say, could use a little work. You have a lot of this purple background with just some very basic text on it. And especially if you're a gaming channel, use a nice scene from the game. Try to get me to click on it. Thumbnails are the most important thing on YouTube in 2020, like hands down. Titles and thumbnails are going to always be the most important, and you need to spend more time on those. Also, it looks like you're doing a lot of thank you NHS videos. They are topical coronavirus videos. It's awesome that you're doing that, but again, as a gaming channel, there's probably a disconnect, and you're probably, they're actually not doing bad compared to some of your gaming videos. I would maybe just, do those a little more sparingly just to keep your channel on topic, but that is up to you. I still think it's cool if those are just supportive videos. Jess. You know what? And as you scroll down, Rob, there's thumbnails here that are a little bit better. So overall, I still think they're kind of text heavy and could use some work, but it seems like lately your thumbnails have actually taken a step back.
More Call of Duty stuff a few months ago, but it looks as if channel's now exploring other avenues, which is fair enough for a newer channel. I think we need to sort by most popular here and say, is there a bit of a theme or a trend with your most popular videos? And what game is that? Because the top 4 performing videos are all from this game.
As Roblox.
Roblox. And a particular type of... it's interesting that all the thumbnails are really consistent there. I mean, they're not necessarily that good, but they're like, there's a bit of a branding there almost, like subconsciously. So I would have been looking at, can I capitalize more on those videos? Certainly, because it doesn't look as if you made any more.
It looks like the topic. The topic is very interesting too. You're covering like a scam, these Robux scams and stuff. If you can do more of that, it looks like there's an audience for it for sure. And if you could be the person who kind of exposes different things in the community, you have to watch out. You're getting a lot of dislikes on those.
It's a controversial topic, but if you're sticking on the right side of this to make sure that people aren't hacking or circumventing a system, then I would be all for maybe doing more right. Again, I always say, the fact that people care about the content, like even if they're liking it or disliking it, you've evoked a response, an emotional reaction from your audience. And I would much rather have that than somebody not clicking any thumbs or clicking on the comments or anything. Because what you do at that point is you say, I've got an audience, but what I'm going to do is embrace the positivity, the people who are constructive, who are helpful for the community. And if there are trolls, so be it. There's going to be trolls on every channel. You just don't really pay attention to any of them.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's move on to the next channel then. I've got my next channel bell, and it is going to be Paradise Biker here, who has 2,000 subscribers, just cracked 2,000, so congratulations to you. And Travis, I think when we start to look through the thumbnails and we look at the view counts, we're thinking, yeah, this channel's certainly onto something here. We kind of like this. What do you think?
So it's funny when you said Paradise Biker, I was thinking Hawaii, but it's Jamaica.
It is Jamaica,
I'm super happy that it is like an island or something, because the Paradise thing definitely conjures the image of an island. So
yeah,
that was a great connection that they made, and the biker portion is obvious. So I love that. Yeah,
I like the subtle the coloring as well. Like
I was just about to say that. Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, the yellow and green for Jamaican. I love that. You need to stay with that. The whole little subconscious thing about thinking of Jamaica is awesome. So having said all that, you have varying lengths of videos, which can be okay, but some of them are way, like, I understand the live stream, I'm not even looking at that one, but you have something like 26 minutes versus like 7 minutes. And I've, generally speaking, when you have a specific type of content, people expect kind of the same-ish amount of view duration for a video. So you might want to take a look at your statistics and just in your analytics and figure out, like, what is the sweet spot? Are people sticking around for 5 minutes, 7 minutes, and kind of hone in on that? Give yourself an extra minute or two on top of that and see if you can start honing on that. Once you get that up, then kind of go for the longer content. Other than that, looking from the outside in, I like the big, bold titling, the words. Now, we talk a lot about not using text, but I think there is a good way to use text, especially when you see it, you know it when you see it. And a lot of these are that, although some of them are a little too busy or unclear even. Like the new Zamco is a little unclear, like what I'm supposed to be looking at. And the bad stunter right below it on the second row, third one in. So there's that one, and then the one right below it, the bad stunt. The stunt is so zoomed out that, like, you have to kind of do what we're doing here, magnifying it. So if you have that zoomed in, much better thumbnail. But overall, not too bad.
I think all things are going well for this channel. What I would be looking at here is just trimming the fat of some of the videos that don't perform as well. And it looks to be when you do product reviews, like you're doing a review of some gloves here, 200 views, didn't seem to do anything. A review of a helmet here, again, didn't do anything. If you're being sent these products by businesses, all right, maybe you do need to cover them, but maybe you can incorporate the helmet review into one of your vlogs, because I'm sure, I think Sean Juris talks a lot about this, where you have a story of a video and you make the product the hero, but you don't necessarily try and make it front and center of a thumbnail and a title. It sort of naturally incorporates itself into the content. So maybe you want to think a little bit along those lines. But yeah, this is one of those where I'd like to give them the confetti of joy, because I think Travis, we were auditing some channels at the video marketing conference on, I think, Friday, and there was this car channel that was looking at SUVs, muscle cars, bikes, so there were all of these topics. But then I think it really is a niche focus, isn't it? It's the lifestyle of a biker in Jamaica, and I think that's really going to resonate with a much smaller audience, but an audience that you can really become the leader in your space on. So well done there to Paradise Biker. Let's move on to the next channel then, and it's going to be the Penny Pincher's Guide here. 95 subscribers. Looks as if you already have maybe a book or some sort of service that you're selling in combination with this channel. I assume you post videos every Tuesday and Thursday, but it's not entirely clear there. And I think, Travis, this was another one that you picked. So, what were the reasons for this?
Yeah, so number one, I definitely would not put dates if you're not holding them as far as when you're posting. I mean, maybe you are, but if you start missing them, your credibility starts to kind of wane a little bit. So we definitely don't want to give anyone a chance to have any particular reason other than to watch the video to not subscribe or watch more videos. We don't want to go, oh, he says Tuesday and Thursdays he hasn't uploaded for 2 weeks. We don't want that. So having said that, I love the idea behind it, a Penny Pincher's Guide. I love the name. I love where this could actually go, especially right now. When you think about it, like, people need to figure out a way to save some money. And I think these are college students or something, but regardless, they're giving information that people need to know. The stimulus checks, how to double your like, these are great concepts to do videos on. And sometimes that's the hardest thing to come up with, is concepts for your videos. So the concepts are down. I love that. Even the titling is in there. I think how to double your stimulus check is something I would want to click. So with all that being said, we need to look at the actual thumbnails. For me, that how to double, I would put money somewhere. Like I'd have dollar bills. Like I would have gone to the bank. Well, I guess you can't go to the bank. Get like 20 single dollars worth of bills and hold it up like you just doubled all your money, you know? Yeah, something like that I think would be even more kind of compelling. But everything else about this channel I think is good. I think every once in a while they miss the mark on the thumbnails. The yellow text on that one, the stimulus check, is a little hard to read. But I think the concept, the titling, and the topics are really on point.
Channel is, I need to find a new word for this, but I've been calling them quarantine creators or COVID creators, not because they've joined YouTube at this time where there's an opportunity in the YouTube space because people are at home, they're watching YouTube and so on. And so you're one of those creators, so you're a month in, so you're out doing custom thumbnails, as Travis says, they need to be improved a little bit. Interesting that when I just did a find for stimulus, every time you have the word stimulus in your titles, I think they're all the better performing videos. So that seems to be your little niche here. You are a little late to this party because I think there's some channels that are really blown up with this, but you can still continue to be one of those who are helping in the space. And yeah, I think just thumbnail wise, we look at a thumbnail like this where the text is absolutely tiny, we can't read it. Blow it up, make it big. A good example we've just seen is a Paradise Biker where when they use text, it's unavoidable. You can read it really clearly and so on. Try to include that in yours. And one final thing I might say here is that when I look at the channel banner, I may be wrong on this, so Travis, Dan, argue this if you think this is wrong. But
I think you're going to say what I was going to say.
When I see the channel banner, it makes me feel as if this is a sales pitch. Like, oh, this is going to be about buying your book or whatever. And with YouTube, you want to try and avoid that in like thumbnails and channel banners. You want to maybe offer some real value in the content and then say, this is what I also do. And we've got a PDF you can download in the video description or visit my site. Dan, go ahead if you want to add more on that.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to step on you there. I was just going to say, you were about to say the same thing I was going to say, which was just that I feel like when I'm coming to this channel, it's more about this book that you're selling. And I think you can use like the artwork from your book cover, but don't include the book in that banner because it does feel like a sales pitch. And I think you could be a little more subtle, I guess is the way to put it. Yeah. Because I'm sure a lot of what you're saying is referenced in your writing, which is awesome. But I think just putting the book, front and center is a little much.
All right, then. That is a penny pincher's guide, and pre-congratulations on 100 subscribers that you're going to hit very soon. Let's move on to the next channel, which is Eva Fury, I'm going to say your name is. You are a lifestyle, vlogs, music, and food channel, and you have 90 subscribers. You just joined YouTube as another... What should we go with? Quarantine creator for now? Does that sound?
I like that better than what you were saying before.
All right, let's go with a quarantine creator, and you already started really well. Hell, if a channel is with 15 videos has got up to nearly 100 subscribers and each video is into triple digits, I think that's awesome. It looks to me from the channel that you are, although you say you're many things on your channel banner, you're edging towards music cover versions. I think that's the vibe I get from most of these things. And some are doing better than others. I think you're also doing a little bit of stuff with maybe your friends or family. And this feels as if as your channel grows, it's going to be centered around you as the personality, the hero of the channel, rather than say a topic itself. Travis and I talked about this before with Leela, who has a channel about photography and filmmaking, but we kind of agreed that she was the niche rather than her content because of the way she delivered it, and people are going to be really attracted to her personality as much as the content itself. Dan, Travis, wade in as you please.
That actually reminds me, we need to have Leela back on as kind of a catch up since we first saw her almost a year ago. We should do a year later where she is. We should definitely do that. Eva. So yeah, congratulations. Very quick start. 100 subscribers almost 100 subscribers in just over a month is not unheard of, but really difficult to do. I speak to people all the time that have not hit 100 subscribers in many months. So congrats on that. So the question is, what are people connecting with? And that's going to be what you're going to want to do more of, because right now your proposition at the top is way too wide. I don't know exactly what I'm going to get. Food, vlogs, music, there's too much going on. So definitely find maybe two of those things that you really feel passionate about. Maybe it's the music. Looks like there's several music videos in here that have done pretty decent. So maybe do that, and then maybe one other thing that's kind of similar-ish to the music, and see how that turns out for you. I think if you stay too wide, you know, the growth will be much slower. But more importantly, you're going to confuse the viewer. Like, what are they going to get? If I really like the music, but you decide to do 3 food videos in a row, I might just lose interest and unsubscribe. But you don't want that, because maybe your 4th video is the music. So make sure you're giving people exactly what they signed up for and be consistent with that.
And I would finish with, it feels like your thumbnails are actually going in the wrong direction. We look at these ones in the second row, and it's mostly you as a hero, a bit of text here and there, and then we move on to these latest ones, and like, just look at that for 10 seconds and see if you can work out what's going on there. A lot of text.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Oof.
Too
We
much.
got flags, we got food, we got English, we got Spanish. Just simplify it. It could be just you with a Spanish flag and maybe a single word, and I think that would be much more effective than how this thumbnail is looking right now. And again, because you're moving into maybe learning a language, whereas before you were writing a song or doing a cover version, that's impacting the view counts as well. So be really aware of what your audience is reacting to most. I'm just going to check out the super chats that we've got in over the last couple of minutes. So Vigali did say hello from the Vigali channel. Thank you. Boom in the Sky. We reviewed your Tekken channel last week, I believe, and we got $2 for that. Thank you very much. McRed Panda, again, with the 22 Norwegian. Do they only have like one banknote in Norway, which is 22 kroner? I'm wondering. And EN Gaming channel, thank you for your 99 pence, but we can't see.
Oh, yeah. So
Embry
Gaming has been here for 13 hours. So that's a person that's in chat that I think has been in chat since yesterday.
Yeah, this is getting incredible, isn't it? When we post the live stream the previous day, people are just chatting in there for a while, which is awesome. I'm not sure how many likes we have right now. Somebody may want to confirm that with me.
621.
Oh, we're getting close to when we may have an entrance from somebody. But right now, we're going to go to our channel audit hashtag. And Dan, I think I'm going to let you pick our first comedic tweet of the day. So let me just get to the top. Oh, wow, there's been a lot of submissions since I refreshed this. Let's go to the top. Okay.
Oh, no. Yep, there you go. That's the one.
Moesha.
You see, I mean, those are the best ones because they're taking taking all of the story of the channel audits. So, do you want this one, Dan? Is this where we're going?
Yes, I do.
All right, Logan Spooner, you got straight in there. We'll look at some more tweets afterwards as well. Maybe Travis will pick the next one. So Logan Spooner, I think, was the Twitter name, but it's Logan on YouTube. So what have we got here? Dan, let you start with this one.
I like how the caption was, come on, Dan, it's not that hard. Well, your name is Logan, okay? Yeah, it's not that hard when your name is a normal name, a normal person's name.
Not offending any of the people out there with weird names.
Dan.
Yeah, like
Dan.
this. I can't read them. I'm not even gonna. We're not doing this again. Okay, let's look at this channel. What is this channel about? That's my first question. It says Logan at the top. It's definitely just, I guess, about the creator, a vlogging channel, perhaps.
Looks to be.
Yep. Under 100 subscribers, but getting very close to 100. So congrats there. It looks like you like BMX bikes. I recognize the thumbnail.
I do as well. I think we audited this channel maybe a month ago or so, and we're talking about the BMX thing, whether he wanted to go down that route, and it looks like they haven't. But they're going now with kind of, I don't know, challengey prank stuff, like and also like maybe quarantine content a little bit as well.
Yeah, and what's interesting is the last 3 thumbnails. Well, I think they're an improvement. I think you're doing some good things with your text and your colors and your contrast. Definitely a lot more eye-catching than some of your other ones. But I think your channel is just kind of lacking a focus. I think it's cool that it's about you, but when you're just starting out as a vlogging channel, it's good to kind of like pick a topic and really go in on it for a bit and kind of slowly broaden your scope. Random entertaining stuff. Yeah. You know, when someone asks what your channel is about, you want to have like a good, simple explanation for it. You know, I review BMX bikes, or I check out the coolest BMX bike routes, because I'm noticing this Google Map one here. Maybe you're looking for good routes to ride your BMX bike on. Yeah. I'm harping on that because you have some BMX videos and they didn't do too bad. So I think that would be the biggest advice I could give you, is to kind of focus up a little bit.
And one thought from you, Travis, and then we'll go back to the tweets. Hello?
Sorry, I was talking to my Alexa. I apologize.
Hey, Alexa, subscribe to VidIQ.
Yeah. So I don't understand the pivot from BMX. That's the only thing I'm confused by. Like, was that something that he doesn't want to do anymore? It's because of the weather, because you can't go out?
Yeah, it was a long time ago as well. Like, we had 6 months and then a big break, and they've restarted in the last month.
I love the idea behind, is Google Maps accurate? But I don't like that I'm unsure where that's going to take the channel if that one takes off.
Right.
Like some of these other things are kind of challenging-ish type things, but I think is kind of a cool concept. Like I ran 3 km every day, that sort of thing. But my thought is the people who would watch Is Google Maps Accurate are going to be into like tech, I believe, personally. Yeah. And you might get the wrong people to watch your channel, which is worse than nobody watching your channel. If you get the wrong people watching your channel, the watch history will give inaccurate information to the YouTube algorithm, in which case it's going to be hard to get the right people to watch your channel, which will be the subscribers and the watch time.
All right, there you are, Logan. But I'll say congratulations in advance on 100 subscribers. You will probably hit in the next month or so. And yeah, who knows? If you give us another good tweet, we'll end up auditing your channel again in a month's time. But let's go back here. And God, let's what have we got here? That is from McRed Panda, so we don't need to audit that channel. We've done that plenty. Right. We've done it plenty of times. Okay, the ones we got to click on.
These red text is savage.
Red text is starting to become a fever for memes.
It is. It's like a sub. It's like a sub meme, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can.
Now, did we? I'm sure we audited this channel last month.
We did.
We talked about it. I thought. I don't. Yeah. There's no link there anyway.
There's no link to the channel either. So yeah, you're missing that one thing. It's kind of half true that. And we're not going to audit our own channel. So is that all we've got right now?
We are 11 likes away from the 684.
11 likes away. Okay, so Travis, I'm going to let you pick one here from the options we've got.
What do we got?
Right, okay, let's back to the top. Why does it keep scrolling halfway down and refresh? There we are.
What is that? Reviewing submissions and an audit, Rob. Yeah, that's actually that's pretty accurate.
That's accurate. Yeah, let's go with that one then. The Crotch King. Oh, so is it the Crochet King?
Probably crochet. Or, I don't know. Actually, none of these look crochet. What's going on?
Don't ask me.
Not sure about that one. All right, so I don't think it's a gaming channel, although there is Sonic and Fortnite. There is Avengers theme sheet music, Avengers Endgame, Fortnite Battle Royale, the end, Fortnite live events, Sonic Mania opening cinematic themes.
Music, I think.
Because music sounds better when there's no human error. Flat compilations. So I want to click on these, but I don't want to, just in case we have any copyright issues. Is this your interpretation of this music, or is it? I'm gonna play it, but I'm gonna pause it immediately, and maybe we can get an idea of.
It's sheet music. Okay.
So it looks like you're playing sheet music, maybe.
But it's hard to know, like from the outside looking in.
Yeah.
So even if I was interested in this,
it's
unclear. For sheet comp. Okay. So I like that value proposition. Is different, but the banner doesn't give me that. I don't get that from the banner. Obviously, if it's sheet music, there should be, I think, sheet music in the thumbnail, or not just the thumbnail, but the banner as well. But something that's kind of artistic. Like, I would legitimately go to Fiverr and have someone make a banner for this, because I feel like the vision I have in my head is probably beyond the graphical capabilities of the person that has this channel, and certainly beyond mine. And just to get someone who's really good at it, pay $10 and then move on from it. But yeah, like it took us a while to try to figure out what was this channel about, which is problematic because I think most people won't do that.
Yeah, I mean, first I thought, it's gaming, and then, is it about animation? Oh, right. Maybe it's about music. I see. But we didn't get any of that from the thumbnails. The other thing I would also be a little cautious about is that I think if you're showing sheet music on a video, this might be similar to showing like a comic in a video as well. And you have to think a little bit about copyright there. Because if somebody could maybe screenshot all of that sheet music, then they've got it and they've not paid any money. So again, something to maybe think about in the future. But yeah, I think that the delivery of the intent of the videos, we just don't see that in either the channel banner or the thumbnails right now. Dan, I'll let you chime in very quickly and then we'll move on.
I think you guys honestly covered it. Yeah. For one thing, we also want to see some more videos too. That may help, but yeah, maybe start focusing on music. If you're gonna do music on a game, maybe just do one game for a bit and then kind of jump. But it's just, yeah, it is really unclear. It took us a bit.
I think maybe an example might be The Last of Us Part 2 is coming out very soon. That's probably got a lot of atmospheric music. And so that might be something to maybe look at in terms of getting like a trending game OST or whatever going forward. Because there are all of these things we're looking at as well, maybe like a year, 18 months old as well. If you're learning a lot, by the way, as we do these channel audits, then you can take your learning to the next level with the VidIQ Academy. I almost feel as if I just put on my sales pitch voice right now. But yeah, we have 6 courses available right now, including how to launch your channel in 30 days when you get a ton of videos going through the whole process. We've got lots of 5-star reviews for this, people finding it very, very useful. And now, I think, I may be wrong about this, we're almost on the cusp here, so this is a bit of an exclusive. This course is going to be free for all VidIQ users. I'm not sure if it's working right now, but I think within the next 24 to 48 hours, you should get free and complete access to this course if you are a VidIQ user. It doesn't cost you any extra to use this service. So definitely check out the VidIQ Academy. See if you can enroll in this course right now. There is a link in the video description. And there will be, I know I've been saying this for a couple of weeks, but I promise you there are more courses being added to this. I think even this week or next week, we've got one ready to go, another one that needs to just be ticked off, and then another one that's been started. And Dan, you're going to be doing one about starting a gaming channel at some point in 2020. So that will be definitely a useful one for many of you who are watching this live stream.
I just want to say something real quick. I always keep my promises. They got enough likes, so I'm just coming through real quick. I'll be back later. Don't you worry about it. Someone made a promise for me, said it's 600 and some odd likes and I'd be here. And here I am. I just want you to know about it. But before I go, I heard you all last week. A lot of people wanted some type of ingestible disinfectant. So here's the thing. I came out with the Savage disinfectant and it's available now. You can drink it. It's totally drinkable. It's totally safe. You'll be able to get it at www.imsosavage.com/Facebook. Now, one last thing. It doesn't actually disinfect anything because it's actually orange juice, but it's only $39.95 for a liter. It'll be available really quick at www.imsosavage.com/Facebook/orange juice. It's not a disinfectant. Thank you very much. And I'll be back later.
All right. Thank you, Savage, for whatever the hell that was.
I didn't realize
maybe we need to up the like count. Maybe if he gets to 1,000 likes, he'll make a further appearance here. But don't drink, ingest any form of disinfectant. I think I'm more qualified than the President of the United States to tell you that. Don't go anywhere near any sort of disinfectant for any reason other than to clean stuff and kill germs.
Yeah, I'll do that.
That is clear. All right. Have we got any more super chats here? So Ian Gaming with a 99 pence along with a smiley sunglasses emoji. Jerwin Santos Vlogs with your 29 Philippine something or others, I would have thought, and Kill Ranger Gaming with a 99 Canadian cents there. Thank you for all of those super chats, and we'll move on to the next channel, which is Stetson Doggett's tech channel here, Travis. So I'm going to let you start with this one. I thought this was a fantastic.
Why is this name really
channel.
familiar to me? Like,
it's a fantastic name. I want to be called Stetson Doggett, to be honest.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I think I know this channel somehow. Okay, so let's figure it out. The name is familiar. Maybe we've done a channel before. Anyway, plans, carrier reviews, and deals, which I love. So in tech, generally speaking, you're seeing reviews of products, but this is a review of plans, which I think is super important, underserved for sure. And I love the value proposition. Because this stuff changes pretty frequently. Like you don't know if a plan is, if you get unlimited text and data, and how much does it cost afterwards, and what's the coverage like. So I love the concept behind this. Like Mint Mobile is that mobile company that Ryan Reynolds now owns. I don't know if you knew this. Did you know this, Rob?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, he actually bought Mint Mobile not too long ago, a couple months ago. So that's why that one's doing really well in views. Look at that one, 7,000 people are really curious. And what Mint Mobile is doing is they're putting in 3 free months in a bunch of the less expensive phones. When you buy one, you'll get like a 3-month thing. So I personally was curious about, like, is it any good? So there you go. And I love how he's doing versus always works well. In 3 weeks, 19,000 views. Just really spectacular stuff. I love the review thing. The only thing is, like, what happens after you review the current one? I'm trying to think, like, how long can you review the plan? So what's the next thing? So I see the unlimited data, and I see a lot of stuff, but then he's doing a little mobile stuff, the actual phone itself, which are also doing well. So I think it's just a really well thought out value proposition. Like, no one's really doing this. When I say no one, I mean there's very few people. In which case, what's going to happen is he's going to gobble up all the views, and he'll be that kind of subject matter expert, which I think is great. Thumbnails I would like to see a little bit different, but other than that, I think it's good.
It's finding your entry point into an existing topic, and the great thing about this, I think, is that there's no financial barrier to entry. You could cover all of these plans without, I guess, actually paying for them. You just look at it from an objective point of view, and you say, with my experience of mobile phone plans, these are the pros and cons, which I think is what he's doing on a lot of these. And then I think what the channel is doing is a little bit of crossover. So my channel is all about mobile phone plans, but at the same time, I'm going to cross over occasionally and maybe unbox an OnePlus 8, or maybe look at the Galaxy S20. But that's not my bread and butter. My 80% of my content is all about these plans. And like you said, Travis, I don't know of any other creator who's focusing just on phone plans, and they're dominating the market. I actually quite like the thumbnails. I think they're quite unique, and they're like including the brand name, and I guess you could maybe talk about, maybe does it save you any dollars? Could you maybe tweak things a little bit here and there? But I think they're certainly distinctive for the channel. And yeah, this is another one where I think Confetti of Joy, they've got the channel focus right, probably the most important thing on YouTube, and they can grow from that. Dan, anything else you want to add, or are you ready for a gaming channel?
Well, I was just going to say, I do like their thumbnails. I agree with Travis. I think they could use a little work, but like the one that stands out is that Mint Mobile review. The only thing I would have done differently is not put those items in the background and zoomed in a little bit more on the phone in the Mint box, because I like what they did with the background and the white text popping off. Yeah. But I think they're just really close to like excellent thumbnails.
100%. I agree with you. Yeah.
But yeah, and this channel's been doing it. This is another thing. They've been consistently hitting this plans type of content. Or maybe let's just check here.
So he does some phone stuff too, I've noticed, and how to pre-order and stuff, which I'm totally okay with. It's all mobile.
Yeah.
Related stuff. So unlike some people that might go completely left of center, he's still pretty tight. And he does understand that between reviewing some of these carriers and their plans, that's a very quick kind of run out of ideas situation, whereas phones are constantly coming out. And then he can test those phones on those carriers and see if the phone maybe doesn't work good on a carrier. There's lots of little, intricacies.
Yeah, the value proposition is simple, but I get it. And within like looking at 4 or 5 thumbnails, I get the channel. I'm going to watch the content. So well done, Stetson. I think a really good channel here. Let's move on then to Player Garv. I think it looks like you're another quarantine creator who's nearly at 20 subscribers. And I'm liking the thumbnails to begin with. This bear seems to be making an appearance. And is this a character from a game? Dan, help us out here. What is this?
I'm hoping
Bomber Grounds?
Yeah, I'm hoping it's a character from the game, because their avatar is so good. So I was guessing that that's the character from the game, because otherwise it'd be their avatar in that way, like we've seen in the past. Bomber Grounds. I
just want to get a bit more information about this game. Okay. I don't know how long it's been out, but it looks as if a lot of creators have been starting to kick around this topic and doing well with it. Average age of the videos is a month. So this feels like a fairly new game. So here's where I start to get excited for a creator of a smaller size. Video here with a channel from 800 subscribers, 5,000 views. Reaching level 50, tutorial. That's like the perfect type of content, isn't it? And this is where the creator maybe wants to look for going forward.
Yeah. So I picked this channel and I got really excited because I noticed they were so new to YouTube and already like great job on the thumbnails, great job on the channel banner, great job on your avatar, your name even. All of these memorable, original, and just I like your style. Let's see, incredibly funny gaming YouTuber. Okay, about section could be filled out a little bit more.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Not bad there though. And I think you're doing some good things. I would say that and Rob just hit it. Tutorials at your stage are going to pull your channel up faster than anything. So anything you could show people that they would normally search for. You already have the thumbnails down. It looks like you're trying pretty hard with the titles, and I think they're good titles. I think you've got the name of the game in there. You are doing these intriguing things. Battle Royale is hard to win, but maybe you could have asked a question. How do you win Battle Royale on hard mode? Things like that. So I think everything's really close, and at some point here, if you keep it up, I think your channel is going to take off.
Yeah. The titles, I think, maybe are geared towards maybe a community that's already established with a creator, and they're trying to tell stories and create series of intrigue. So yeah, I think you're right there, Dan. Like a little bit more helping out new visitors to the game, plus your channel. Just maybe experiment with like the next Bomber Grounds video you do, maybe touch on a recent update, or like if there's a really something that is a common question that's hard to do, like getting a particular weapon or getting to a certain level or defeating a certain boss in the game. Maybe look at on those tutorials and see if there's anything going on there. Now, we have just concentrated on Bomber Grounds. I think the reason for that is because these three thumbnails are the ones that stand out most, because there's this Darwin game here as well, and then I don't know what game they're talking about there. So we're kind of feeling as if we want to push this creator to a certain game, even though maybe this Crunker.io is actually the most popular video.
Yeah, and that might be something to look at in the future, but just starting out, it would be good, I think, to stick to one game. And if Crunker.io is anything like Bomber Grounds, then that would be a good place to go.
Yeah.
And maybe you can run them simultaneously, but like the channel we just looked at, an 80-20 rule might be good here. So 80% Bomber Grounds, 20% IO games, for example.
Let's move on to the next channel, which is Tony G410. The Felt Life. I love that as a is that a value proposition or a channel name? Because it's about poker, and you can see that from the thumbnails. You can see that from the titles. The channel banner, I think, obviously, we might want to have a bit more poker connotation to it. And let's see. Does anyone? I used to play poker quite a lot, although I played for pennies. I was always too scared to actually gamble any a significant amount of money on it. So I think what these thumbnails are maybe missing sometimes is a level of tension, like a certain, you might want to show in a thumbnail a certain pot where you won a massive amount, or you were all in at a particular point, or you doubled up. I'm using all of these poker terms here. Like, I think something might be useful there. Right now, it feels like you're taking freeze frame shots from the video and then just plonking some text on there, and I don't think it's really making it exciting enough. Having said that, with 500 subscribers, it looks as if your audience is really engaged with your content, because you're getting like 40 to 50% of your subscriber size watching your videos, which is really good. So yeah, as a creator that's been around for about, a couple of years, you haven't really had maybe a viral video or something that's really pushed your channel out further. So what are we thinking here, Travis? Where could we maybe offer some extra advice?
Yeah, I think so some of it's fine. Some of the thumbnails are fine. You get to see the chips. You get a little bit of action in there. I like to see some dice in there if you can. Just to bring up. There
is no dice in poker.
I'm talking about. I'm thinking Vegas, man. I'm thinking Vegas. Is it just poker? Is this all?
Yeah, I think it's just poker.
Oh, okay. So I was thinking it was more gambling type.
Maybe some cards and like some certain decks or something.
Yeah. Give me something that's gonna be kind of Vegas-ish, something that's going to make me think, I played poker last week or last month, and let me see if this guy has any skills. And I don't know if is he just doing tournaments and stuff, or is he actually teaching how to be better at poker? So that's the thing.
It looks to me like he is almost vlogging his journey through tournaments and cash poker. So yeah, it doesn't strictly look as if there's any education going on here. At least within the thumbnails and the titles, is about a particular
might be
tournament.
worth trying too. I mean,
yeah,
that's another way to bring people in and get them interested. The thing is about poker is, like, most people have heard of it and have a general idea of how it works, but there's so many intricacies to it that even I don't understand half of it. I don't know what a flop is. Like, I don't know what any of that stuff means. But I know you need to get to 21. So how about getting a couple of videos in to get people from beginner to intermediate to expert? Let's do that. Maybe do the math for them.
I think that should be the title of your next video, Tenergy. Like, how to win at poker, get to 21.
I mean, that's it, right? And that's
kind of, but not really at all when it comes to poker.
I gotta say, I'm one of the people that plays poker maybe once a year, maybe, and every single time I have to have the rules re-explained to me. So you doing like simple, quick tutorials of like how to do things that would be trivial to you would help people like me when we're like, I forgot how to, like Travis said, what's a flop? I don't.
Maybe, but for somebody who's played poker a lot, that would be, I guess it would be like trying to use suddenly doing tutorials on how to use a game controller or how to put a disc into a console. Yeah, but I'm not meaning that in an insulting way. It's just
but I would argue that there's more people who don't know how to play poker than do, and it's not like he has 1 million subscribers, 1 million viewers. True. Upset by that. You want to bring more people into the tent, so you want to have a way for someone who maybe stumbles across another video who maybe doesn't quite understand to look in the description or a pinned comment and go, in case you're new here, click on this playlist, and now you've got all the stuff that teaches them to
that is a fine point. Yeah. And then maybe the last thing, I'm seeing episode numbers in there and in the titles. Do you like if I look at this one, the Maryland State Poker Championship episode 67, do I have to watch the previous 66 episodes for me to get to that point in that championship? I assume not, but maybe other viewers may get fooled by that a little bit. So there you are, the Felt Life or Tony G. Those are some tips for you on your channel. And we'll move on to the next pre-selected one, which is Wilcox Outdoors. I'm not going to say that's a generic channel banner. It looks like one, but it isn't, because I don't think I've ever seen that one before. So nice picturesque view. But what does that tell me about the channel? I'm not quite sure. When I look at the thumbnails, I'm seeing a fish sort of element. I'm not going to say fishy element, a fish element to these thumbnails. Dan, I think this was one that you picked. So tell us a bit more about this channel.
Yeah, judging by the thumbnails, and I think when I clicked on the channel, video started playing. I think this is a relatively young creator who started pretty recently, and I was just impressed. It seems like they're going in a good direction with a new outdoor channel. Fishing seems to be the strong suit. And my first bit of advice was going to be to kind of focus in on that, because it would appear that that's something you're good at, and you could probably get a lot of different types of videos out there. And then it just seemed like a strong start. I would put a little more work into thumbnails as well. I think they look like screen grabs from the video itself with a little bit of extra effort, like there where you split a picture in half. You have a couple where you have an arrow. I think things need to pop a little bit more. They're kind of flat.
You want to see like the catch and a good image of a catch, whereas here on this one you have two people, presumably one of you is you, and then I think that's the fish that you've caught. But then this image isn't really very good because like a shadow's being cast over it and the colors are blending a bit too much. And then this one where there is an arrow, but I think it's pointing to an egg, but the eggs are so tiny on the thumbnail. Again, zoom in, make it look nice and attractive is going to help you there. But yeah, for a channel as another quarantined creator who's got 37 subscribers, each of her videos are sort of a nice volume here so far. You've already got a video that's got over 100 views. And yeah, I think that the focus of the channel seems fairly solid right now. Anything to add, Travis, just as a look at the about section?
No, I think you got it on this one. Sorry, I just saw a super chat coming in, which I hope spawns new memes.
Look at that. It's changed his channel banner. Oh, during the live stream.
Wait, what? Has he really? It looks
Yeah,
the same.
it was a mountain a minute ago, and now it's subscribe for content like this.
Whoa, that's crazy. Look at you. He must have been working on it as we were talking about it.
Yeah, must have.
Yeah. So no, I'm done to that. Let me know. I just saw a super chat.
All right. So what are we doing? Sorry.
There's a new super chat just came in that I hope spawns new memes.
Okay, is this the one that I just cannot read?
Yeah, I can read it for you though.
Go on. And this is from Game Pro Brothers. $5. Thank you very much. And it says,
Hope your poker skills are better than your name reading skills, Dan.
Oh, burn.
That's fair. It's fair. They're not.
Next channel, Mr. E. Subscribe for more. More of what? I would ask from the channel banner. You are a channel with just over 30 subscribers. Looks to be a little bit of Lego going on here, but also some Mario stuff as well. And then a perimeter wrap, which actually did 200 views. That's pretty good going for a channel of your size. Well done there. Yeah, that went really nicely. But I think ultimately, what is the channel about? Because I get Lego, I get Mario, and then I get wraps. Is the about section going to tell me anything? So you're interested in Lego and some video game stuff as well. So a channel finding their space on YouTube right now. Do we suggest going with the Lego stuff that they've focused on for a little while, or with this latest video that's done really well, maybe they could leverage that and add a second wrap and see if that's a direction they want to go in? What do you think, chaps?
Yeah,
they identified themselves as a Lego channel in the thing, so now I'm a little confused. What do you think, Dan?
That's going to be your question, isn't it, Travis? Whenever somebody says they're one thing and then they try different topics and then that does well, what type of channel are you now?
I mean, it's always good to see a new creator kind of exploring where they can take their channel, but you do need to, it's kind of what we're hitting on, you do kind of need to pick a lane at some point, because Lego versus video games versus rap videos are all very different areas of YouTube that you could take your channel. So that's going to be the first choice. And I mean, when it comes to games, it looks like you have probably Nintendo Switch and Super Mario Odyssey. Could you be reviewing new Nintendo Switch games, for example, like you would review a new Lego set? There are parallels in that sense. So, just I would stick with one thing for a bit and kind of see how it does, because you just started and there's not enough here to really get like a good idea of where you should go next. But that's what you have to do. Start with one thing, stick to it for 10, 15, 20 videos and see how they do. So you get a really nice data set to go off of and then make a decision from there.
3 videos over 100 views. I think that's a good starting point for the channel. And yeah, some good advice there from us. And we'll move on to now the next channel, which is Vikings React. Whoa. What are they reacting to? Reactions reimagined. Let's see. Travis, I think this was one of yours pre-selected ones, and it looks like it's
a channel. The name. And I like what potentially the concept is, where I'm assuming that they're Viking. Now, I doubt it has anything to do with this. It could be like Minnesota Viking type thing, or it could be like they are Vikings themselves and they just react to different various things.
I think it's a television series, Vikings.
So are they reacting to Vikings? But they have other stuff like Doctor Who and
yeah. So I think Vikings is their base foundation, and then they're maybe thinking, what channel? What if I was a fan of Vikings? What else might I watch? Which might be Doctor Who, is like a bit of sci-fi, fantasy type of stuff.
The girl who died is an episode about Vikings. So I wonder if they're going over TV shows that are doing episodes about Viking things.
That's really deep.
It is.
That's a layer of deepness that I would not be able to figure out in looking at this channel quickly.
Let's have a quick look at the about section then. What are they promising here, apart from some Christmas trees?
Viking Age TV shows and movies. If you ever question historical accuracy of your favorite historical, okay, that I like. That's a good value proposition. The question is, are you keeping it? Are you still doing it? Maybe they are. Maybe they are. And if they are, cool. I'm down with that in every single way, because I think it's unusual. It's different. The people who will get into this will be hardcore into it because there's probably not much of anything else like this.
Yeah.
Things like Vikings and stuff have a very loyal, like interested base of people. So it's a really cool idea. And they've only been doing it for a couple months. So,
yeah. And when we say 100 subscribers and like pretty much each video is getting above that, there's some weird outliers with like 40 views there. That seems completely unexplained. And everyone here was 77 views, but generally speaking,
Doing very well.
The focus of the channel seems to be going quite well. I think the thumbnails probably need a bit of touching up in the sense that you've got a good template here and you're doing the reactions, but then like there's bits of text in there, and am I really going to read that? I'm not sure. Maybe like another image here might work rather than a text is maybe a question to ask. And I guess from the Doctor Who one, it looks as if, they were trying to relate that. Maybe that was a Viking-themed episode, which is why they brought us into this. But I think channel focus is absolutely spot on for the size of a channel and what you've done so far. And I guess you're probably building up quite a core community right now, and you're going to be able to feed off of their cute questions and answers. And another thing I've just noticed here is look at the video length for these. They're generally more than 20 minutes each of these. A few that are about 10 minutes, which I'm guessing is probably a good thing, because it feels as if they're maybe getting good watch time from each of these, especially, although saying that, the shorter video here with 10 minutes is 1,000 views. So maybe you want to look at your view duration, audience retention versus video length and the views that you're getting. Maybe YouTube is rewarding you when people are maybe watching for less watch time, but more audience view duration, if that makes any sense. So some analytics to look at maybe.
What's interesting about that video you pointed out is that they're reacting to a trailer in that one. So I think what they're doing is reacting to full-blown episodes, which is why the videos are so long.
Yeah.
And people were probably really excited to watch the Last Kingdom new trailer, and so
True.
your reaction to it did very well. And I think if you can keep hitting on things that are, tentpole events, stuff that's about to happen, these trailers and things like that, if you preview more of that stuff, I bet you would take off.
Yeah, you look at these, that's a good point actually, Dan. You look at these two videos of The Last Kingdom, 1,000 views, and then reacting to the first episode, 400 views, versus everything else recently, which is getting around maybe 100, 200 views. There's something well spotted there. So that is the Vikings Reacts channel. And I think that brings to a conclusion our pre-selected one. So I think what we'll do first of all is get back into the channel audits tweets, and we'll see if there's any new stuff, and then we'll go to our random people at work
Dan
fast.
reading the name. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah, baby. Let's go with the memes, baby.
Look, Red Panda in there, as always.
Just roasting you on Twitter over and over again.
Click the top of what is that? When someone Good one.
That could happen. That could well happen. That could well happen. There we go. There we go.
I love it.
So, whose turn is it to pick? Oh, what's this one? Somebody's gone into my animation here.
Me, remember, please, Hitachi.
There we go.
Banner.
Yeah, all right. I have to pick this one because, you're absolutely right on that front. And then we'll let Dan and Travis pick one. And then we'll go to some randoms. Whoops, that's a wrong link. That's just showing us our own stream. Have we audited this channel before, though? John0201 Musiccraft.
Looks familiar to me.
It feels familiar, but none of these thumbnails do. And it's a Minecraft one. So, Dan, let's take a look at this one.
Thank you for submitting. So John0201 is actually one of our new moderators,
Cool.
vetted by me personally. And thank you for stepping up and accepting our offer to be a moderator. With that out of the way, you are doing Minecraft note block videos. And I think this is really cool because I actually, I've been just, in the Minecraft space for so long. I have friends that have channels that they've tried this and they were just doing Let's Plays, just Minecraft stuff. They did a note block video and just blew up. So these can be very popular, especially if you're teaching people how to do it. Yeah. What you could do as a suggestion while I'm, just excited about your channel here is you could do a video where you show the song, right? Show the note blocks doing it, and then do a separate video where you teach them how to actually make that work.
Okay.
Just to give you extra content. Overall, I think the thumbnails are cool. I think they need a little more work. They're on the right track though, because you have the name of the song, you have maybe a character you've blown up and put in there, but a little more maybe saturation, just punching them up in general, I guess. Maybe Rob, you might have some.
I think the simplicity of these thumbnails right here are what jumping out at me. Whereas the other ones, like there's almost too much going on. There's too many colors, or there's too much text. Whereas here, I think really on thumbnails you can get away with 3 at most 4. Like dominant colors. Any more than that, it's just my eyes are being assaulted. Whereas here, it's like okay. Definitely Minecraft. Okay, there's a guitar there. Maybe something about music. I'm kind of getting the idea. Whereas these ones down here, Zoglins and more, pigs, loads of different texts. Woo, bit too much going on there.
Yeah, it looks like when you're not doing note blocks, you're doing maybe like a Let's Play or it looks like you're also covering the updates, 20W17A.
Yeah.
So yeah, all this stuff it looks like you're taking a lot of our advice. I recognize some of these thumbnails. I know you're in our Discord a lot. So it looks like you are taking a lot of our advice in terms of just making videos that are searchable and clickable and awesome. But yeah, it's kind of a matter of like keep going. 11K views.
Yeah, top 3 videos, note block and similar thumbnails. That's your double down sample size right there.
Yeah, and you may not even need to. Well, your last update video there, 1.7K views, didn't do bad either. So keep doing that, and then maybe experiment with like a Minecraft live stream. Schedule one and see. Introduce yourself to that audience who's just been watching your note block videos and see how that goes.
Sorry, Travis, I'm gonna let you pick the next one. But what is going on here?
I don't know what to think about that. That's you go. That's a PewDiePie one. What's that? Got re-rigging up. Okay, keep going. That's funny. Keep going. We might have to go up, but I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Nope, keep going down because I want to.
Sorry.
Yeah, these are still new ones. Okay. That's that's pretty good. Not quite though, but really
the competition is fierce.
It is very. When Savage attacked, I'm telling you, it is really rough. I could never compete in this for sure. That's really good too. That one actually, I think we probably do need to do that, but keep going because there's obviously still new ones down here. Okay, the jail.
This one's good for again.
Oh, spam accounts. There's some really, really good ones. Okay, and then we've seen that.
Yeah. That's a nice thumbnail.
No, it is beautiful. We could use that. Yeah. If you allow us to use that, I think we would use that.
Pretty cool, is that?
Yeah, it's nice looking.
It's giving me some ideas. Anyway, sorry. All right, and Travis, what do you reckon?
Let's do that. So there are some really good ones up top, but that one I think really encompasses a lot about what VidIQ is, trying to show you the things that you should be doing.
Yeah. So, all right. So 100 things this channel needs to improve on. Let's see. So you're in all of the thumbnails. Another quarantine creator. Good to see here. So
I like the same color all the way through, right?
Yeah. The fact that you've been on for a month and you've already got 100 subscribers and the thumbnails are like all custom is pretty good. I think you've already realized that the gray on orange is the even worse than red on black, and you think you fixed that now, which is pretty good. Anyway, so what is the channel about? I'm just looking at the thumbnails and I'm not really focusing on what
D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, Dungeons and Dragons. So it looks like it's mostly Dungeons and Dragons, but when you say games and stuff, you're not being clear enough.
Yeah.
And there's no indication in the font style, or obviously just orange in the background doesn't give me a good idea. So mostly Dungeons and Dragons. Well, don't go to comics. Well, if it's comics of Dungeons and Dragons, okay, but keep it D&D. I think that's still a really strong, niche. The people who would be interested in it would be fairly fiercely interested as long as you give good content. But you need to redo your branding. It's the wrong color style, I believe, for Dungeons and Dragons, and there's nothing that indicates to me that this channel has anything to do with that.
Remember last week, I think we audited the channel that was about Baldur's Gate 3, Dungeons and Dragons, nothing else, the characters, the weapons, and all sorts of things, and that channel was crushing it by being super niche in that area. So I think he's getting the presentation right with the thumbnails to a certain extent, but as you say, maybe it's Dungeons and Dragons, but stay in that lane. Dan, what do you think? Anything else?
Yeah, and what's cool is Dungeons and Dragons is like a crazy niche to get into. There's a really strong community, and you could go so many places with it. But No, you guys kind of covered it. I'd say keep going and try and just review anything you can when it comes to new releases, new I don't know too much about Dungeons and Dragons, but new books that come out that help you DM a game, whatever it is. I'm sorry, I've played, but I've never DM'd. I'm not very good.
I think one glaring thing you probably need to fix as well is Dungeons and Dragons versus a Marvel canvas print that you've got in the background of everyone. I think that's probably going to be confusing a little bit as well, because I don't think Marvel superhero characters are in Dungeons and Dragons per se, unless there is a special edition of it. So you may want to like use a blank wall, or like cut yourself out of the image, and then you can use any background you want, and then maybe turn that into a little more D&D as well. So I think we're giving you about 7 things that you need to improve on there. So get started with them. But well done on 100 subscribers. You've already got a few videos that are getting triple digits, so that's great to see as well. All right, I think we need to pick one more channel, I think, from this lot, Dan, and it's I'm going to let you choose this one, whichever it is. Which do you fancy?
All right. Can you click that one with you in the striking yellow sweater?
Yeah.
Oh, no, not
sorry,
that one.
not that one.
Please, not that one. Okay.
I didn't really.
There were some really funny
one.
ones up top too, though.
Yeah.
Like some of the Savage stuff was funny. Dan reading out names was really funny.
I think one of these Dan reading out names.
But that's MC Red Panda. So
they're
okay.
all McRed Panda.
Panda's good, man.
Our meme. I call myself a YouTuber in residence at VidIQ, and a McRed Panda is a memer in residence, I think, right now.
He's good, man. He's good.
Let's see. Are there any new ones?
I'm sure there are. He's so
but
good.
It's McRed Panda again. I think
so good.
I think McRed Panda needs to start picking channels for us to audit.
He needs to start his own YouTube channel where he teaches people how to do memes for the.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, that would be great, actually.
All right, Dan, you got 5 seconds, or I'm going to pick for
you. I missed when we scrolled up and down. Did that way because this is hard. Do the Homer's. No, we can't do that one. Dang it. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. The Mr. Bean one.
The Mr. Bean one. All right, you've got it. Here we go. This channel is Duty Calls for Gaming. A little bit of a play on Call of Duty there. Oh, it's a gaming channel, Dan, so it's perfect for you. What do you reckon?
Ah, cool. Okay, so I can already tell from the channel banner the advice, and you hear me saying it before it comes out of my mouth. I think you need to niche down a little bit because Minecraft and is that Fortnite?
I think it might be, yes.
I mean, I know there's crossover there with the audiences, but not enough to where you should start a brand new channel doing both those things. And on top of that, you're playing a lot of Call of Duty. So I don't really know what game your channel kind of covers or even what genre, because it seems like you're in a couple different ones right now. Let's see. That said, let's see. You started a year ago and you're kind of touch and go, right? There's not a whole lot of videos here, and you've been making a video every couple months, it seems. So basically a brand new channel. Honestly, I think it's time to sit down and decide if you have time to make videos. You're here, you're looking to grow. I think it's time to decide what you're going to play. And
you have views on videos. And we're just generally assuming that you've got time on your hands at this point. So start making content. I think this is interesting here when we look at this channel, which is a bit skewed right now. We've got shooting games. We've got, we said Minecraft, but I don't think there is any Minecraft actually in any of these videos. And I remember sometimes we look at some channels where they're putting a lot of concerted effort into like a particular game topic, and they're getting like not even 10 views per video for some. And these are ones which you can't really explain versus this one where they've put out a few random videos and are already getting stuff in like into the double digits, dozens of views. Like, you've got an opportunity here. Like, let's get on with it. Let's get creating content for an audience you want to appeal to on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right,
that's the best advice we can give.
Where are we now? We've spent a little bit longer auditing channels this week. So what we're finally going to go into is, we've already passed the 1,000 submissions on channels. So we're going to try and get through as many of them as we can using the ball picker machine this week. So I can actually control this. So I can actually pick a number I really want to, honestly. Oh, cool. So there we go. The first one I'm going to pick out is 137. How many likes are we up to, by the way? I'm never able to keep up to date with that.
802.
A little bit low there. I don't know if Savage is going to be back if we can't get it up above 1,000. Just saying. All right, this channel is the Minion Duck. I see Pokemon, I think, at the top there. But then when I look at the videos, You're quitting YouTube, and yet you made many videos afterwards.
Retirement has been good to your channel.
I feel like everyone quits YouTube at least once with a video.
That is true. That is true. There's a lot of random stuff going on here, Dan, isn't there? Like, there is some Mario Maker 2 updates, Pac-Man, BFB 17. I don't know what that is.
See, yeah, that Pac-Man one's really interesting. I'm wondering why that got so many views. Just Dance 2019 Pac-Man. You were onto some with a couple of these, but I think it's the same advice we gave the last channel. You kind of need to figure out where you're going. You've submitted your channel for review. You're asking us to give you some advice on how you can grow, and focus is going to be the biggest thing for you.
Yeah,
random stuff.
Don't do as much random stuff. Be a little more focused with your randomness. Is what we're always going to generally advise to a new creator.
Even channels like PewDiePie don't do random stuff.
Next channel is going to be 780. I love it when the machine goes very random, because there's no way we can be held accountable for it going from 137 to 780. Next channel then is going to be another gaming channel, I believe, and this is Orphic Clan, I believe, another quarantine creator, 30 subscribers. First video got 100 views. Fantastic. Minecraft. What is this? Oh, sorry, Hive. Hive is the game.
Server. It's a Minecraft like server community.
So should we be seeing that mentioned in all of the titles, like Hive and Minecraft, maybe, Dan?
Yeah.
That looks to be the case.
You want, when you join a big community, no matter how, I mean, I recognize it as a Minecraft player, but YouTube, is going to reward your search more if you include both Minecraft and the community name in the title. So
and I guess
redundant.
Some tutorials on like how to maybe connect to the Hive minigame, how it's different to Minecraft, like the updates and stuff, may be helpful there. I think, Travis, you'll appreciate that. Appreciate this. Every single video is about Hive, and then they've just got one hate video about a video editor, just randomly. Kind of makes me laugh. What happened to you in Filmora, eh? Yeah. What went wrong there?
That's funny.
Next channel is gonna be 785, and then we're back to that. Doesn't seem quite so random. Football channel. I guess I'm gonna have to take this one, unless it's American football, or as they say in UK, gridiron. All right, let's change your channel banner to something that reflects football rather than some mountains. It looks
unless they play football in the mountains, which would be pretty awesome.
Unless you're playing football on the top of Everest. Wow, that would be something. Some duplication of thumbnails here, I would suggest. Again, you're another quarantine creator, so I think you should be maybe doing tutorials about how you can continue to train and practice in self-isolation. So you maybe want to look in at these keywords of whether it's quarantine, self-isolation, social distancing, and combining it with training or playing football. I think that's where you want to be looking at here. For example, coaching with George, Tuesday, 14th of April. Nobody is searching for that on YouTube, but they may be searching for how to stay fit, how to stay football skills to practice alone, or like in self-isolation. So maybe just tweaking the titles a little bit will help you there. And yeah, I think these are also freeze frame thumbnails, so capture a really good moment. Like this is one where there's a bit of movement in the thumbnail, and this again is movement, but that might be educating me on how to do a volley while playing football, would be a suggestion. So thumbnails and a better titling structure as well for your videos. But welcome to YouTube. You've already got over 100 subscribers, which is awesome to see. And yeah, some videos getting into double digits for you. Good stuff. I don't know if Dan, Travis, you wanted to chime in on that one, but I assume you wouldn't be too interested in soccer. And your silence confirms that. So we'll move on to the next one. And what do we got here? This is Velocity. And I'm going to let Travis take a look at this one. I know it's a gaming channel, but Travis, just give me like general.
What
YouTube
an interesting
stuff
time to freeze. Like
the suspense. Who's he going to let audit it? Oh, it knocked off.
Offline.
Oh, are we completely off?
Hold on, we went offline.
All right,
now we're back.
All right.
That was very dramatic as you went, I'm going to let, and then it froze.
All right. Well, I was going to let Travis take a look at this gaming channel just because you haven't looked at the channel for a few minutes.
Is it a gaming channel?
I think so. It looks like a Fortnite channel to me.
It is. And I think that might be part of the problem because by looking at it, I didn't really know right off the bat, especially not with the banner. Like I was just sitting there looking at the banner.
Okay.
And it doesn't really, gaming. Okay. Trolling. Okay. Down with that. And then some other various things. It's weird because the color style behind this channel doesn't indicate to me like a first-person shooter. It's like the opposite of what you would think for a first-person shooter in my mind, at least what I've seen. So it doesn't give off that vibe, and maybe that might be a problem. Let's see, Shadow Wars Hero, Shadowgun War.
Is the game Shadowgun? That's what I'm
so far. It looks
wondering. It's in some of the titles, but it is maybe off screen a little bit on some of these.
Yeah. So,
have you heard of this one, Dan? Shadowgun?
No, I don't know if it's mobile.
I mean, I've heard of it before, but I don't really know a lot about it. And regardless, like the thumbnails themselves are kind of there's like one that's pretty decent, there's like two that are decent, and the rest I'm kind of lost by. So I think to be honest, if it was me, I would prefer to see something that's a lot more clear. And the way I would figure that out is I would go and search for all the Shadowgun thumbnails that are out there and then try to make it a little bit closer to what those are. Because my guess is they probably don't look like this.
Okay. Yeah. And Dan, any extra thoughts? I'm guessing you're going to say something maybe about tutorials. This is about the stories of the matches, and maybe that doesn't connect much with the audience.
I like where they're going with the one thumbnail says worst hero. That's pretty provocative.
Right.
But yeah, anything you could do that's searchable and new like that'd be awesome.
Okay, let's pick another one from the machine. 8.
It keeps going up. Are you sure about this one?
Well, it went down a little bit, but we're still in the high 900 areas.
Fine.
All right, I've got a FIFA one here, I believe. So we just covered a football in real life. Now we're going to cover FIFA, and it's called Wow. Whoa! Why is this switched me to the old view of YouTube? That is
happens every once in a while.
That is weird. Okay. Fifology. I'm gonna call this channel. So the layout's completely different here. Fix your layout. I know it's not your problem. 5 subscribers. How to get 90 plus striker build, new glitch. So they're looking at the little hacks, the little cheats. I think that's a good way of looking at it, isn't it, Dan? Where you're trying to find that edge, that marginal gain for you on a game, and it seems to have got them a good start. And that's their first video. So awesome to see that.
A day ago and 193 views. Yeah. I don't know how many subscribers they have.
Just a 5 right now.
Okay. You're off to a good start. We need a stronger data set. Honestly, we need to see more videos.
But yeah, I guess from that one video, if your first video on YouTube gets nearly 200 views in a day, you're onto something. Look at another hack cheat that you can do, as long as it's legitimate and it's not going to get you in trouble with YouTube or banned from the game. Then yeah, do more stuff, more of that type of stuff. I mean, we won't really look at the thumbnail right now because it's your first one. It's a custom one. That's a good start. Just keep it up. Let's try another channel then and see if the old layout will remain. 925.
Okay.
This is so weird. It just ignores numbers under 500. If somebody can find me a better random number picker that's visual, I am more than happy to use it. All right. New layout. Nothing but net.
This better be basketball.
It ain't. It's Minecraft / Donald Trump holding a gun and pointing it at someone for some reason. 400 subscribers. How long have they been on YouTube? A little while here. It is Minecraft, right, Dan? Or am I?
It's Minecraft.
There's a little bit of basketball stuff in there.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Well, niching down to probably Minecraft is where you want to go. You get decent views on your Minecraft videos.
Is Cake Wars a variant of Minecraft?
I think so. It looks like it.
Because each of those videos, look at that, they're getting like 300, 200 views for a 400 subscriber channel. I think that's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like how to get better at Cake Wars. So we're doing some tips and tricks. 300 views in a day. I think that's all positive stuff here, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. And I like the, let's see, controller and sounds, Mindplex Skywars. It looks like you're trying to teach us something there, but it's not clear by the title. So some of the titles could probably use a little bit of work, but not your latest video. You did a great job there. The only thing I would have maybe done is added Minecraft to that title, but it seems to be doing well. I wouldn't change it now. Maybe keep testing that, and maybe you have. But like we were telling another Minecraft creator a little while ago, even if you think it's synonymous and obvious what Cake Wars is, there's always somebody out there who hasn't heard of it, or even YouTube's like, what's a Cake Wars? Because Minecraft is more of a strong search term.
Yeah, and Travis, you said that there was a little bit of basketball here and there, but it feels as if a creator maybe at some point was looking at basketball stuff, but they've clearly made a departure from that now. Yeah. So maybe just updating the channel banner, unless you want to be called Nothing But Net. Some little tweaks there. All right, I'm gonna choose one more from this machine, and then we're gonna do a little bit of a purge. 155 is the last channel before we make a change. Oh, it's a medicine channel. So here we go, Travis. Something for you and I to take a little bit of a look at here. What do we got? EduMed. I'm going to call that.
Education for all. I like the concept. Not excited about the thumbnails.
Agreed.
I think the weird thing is, like I said, there's a couple of niches where this is actually okay. Medical thumbnails are fairly bland, but I think even some of the kind of more bland ones are even a little bit better than these. I mean, these are just straight up text. So, and that might be okay for some things. It also depends on how the video content is presented. Is it more text? Is it like voiceover? Like what is the actual content? I would hope that there would be some visuals that would be kind of interesting to watch.
Yeah.
If that's the case, you should take a snapshot of that and use that as the thumbnail. If it's just text on a background, then I guess other than the sameness that we see down here, maybe just, I don't know, spruce it up a little bit.
You know, what it feels like to me is that I'm a university student, and I've gone on to look at the learning resources for the module that I'm taking, and this is where like the professor just dumps like a thumbnail or something. I know that sounds quite insulting, but that's the vibe I'm getting from the channel, where it's very much like the PowerPoint style of thumbnails, which just aren't very compelling for somebody who's browsing around YouTube. And it looks as if you like right in the middle of like hot content for your channel, which is obviously the coronavirus and COVID-19, which you're covering a lot of. But yeah, it looks as if the thumbnails probably aren't doing much for the channel. You can maybe check the click-through rate and see if that is the case or not. And as you say, you could probably go to what's the free site where you can get royalty-free images? Is it like Pixabay, which is the one way it is completely free? You could probably go in there and get some virus style imagery to help you with the thumbnails there. But just as an example, if we just pause there and you look at the thumbnails, is any one of these thumbnails jumping out at you and making you want to click? And the answer is no, isn't it? Because it's just text. There's nothing exciting there.
The ones that jump out to me would be the ones with the backgrounds, just when we look at the channel by itself. But I do think if we were searching for this on YouTube, we'd probably scroll right past them. Yeah.
Okay. So that is this EduMed. I'm going to call this channel. What we're going to do now, something that Travis always likes me doing here. Here we go. So 1,000 people submitted. We thank you, but we're not sure if all of these people are on right now. So I know what some of you are doing right now. You've probably already filled in the form and you're ready to press send, so that as soon as I delete here, which is what I'm going to do, you're just going to press send. So gone. If you want to try and get your channel, you're going to have a higher chance now of being selected. We'll see. There you go. Did you see that? Did you see that? Like people know what's going on here.
We'll take number one. Someone did it.
We're gonna have to do it. Well, first of all, we're gonna wait for this to build up a little bit. It's like
number one. We have to take number one.
Jeez. First of all, we're gonna go back to our tweets, and we'll pick maybe another one from this lot. Our hashtag channel audits. We'll get back to whatever that is. So. Don't really get that one. You should.
Nothing unique.
Interesting. We may pick that one.
Oh, come on, dude. You're just
it's just knocking it
Wow.
out of the park.
That's a pretty good one right there. We might end up with that one. That was
Oh my gosh.
Oh dear. There's some
That's
good
great.
ones here. There's some good ones. Okay, I think we should do a quick fire audit of all of these then. Let's just pick this one first. There's some
That's
good
great.
ones here. There's some good ones.
Inception.
Okay, I think we should do a quick fire audit of all of these then. Let's just
Starting our own channel.
get off. Right. We'll try it again. Roland, here. What have you got for us? What have you got? Mr. Roland's. Oh, interesting. Completely different one then. Hair loss and hair transplant journey. Maybe I need to subscribe to this. Wow. 150 subscribers. Look at all of the views here. Well in excess of subscriber count, which is brilliant to see.
Call
And
to action.
It looks as if you are maybe a quarantine creator as well, who's taking this opportunity to start educating people on this topic. And yeah, you're doing really well. I think what I would say is we don't want to see the text here.
Yeah,
We
get
want
rid
to
of
see the impact the product or whatever it is you are telling us about has on a person's head. So maybe just reduce the text down. What
Look
do
at
you
those
think, guys?
views. A couple times with 1,000. And
Yeah.
that's amazing. Well done.
Awesome, yeah.
Yeah, get rid of the text. Imagine how much better you would do without the text, is the way I look at it.
Yeah, so I mean, there's nothing really else we want to recommend here, is it? The channel is starting to do really well with their content. Just think about embrace no text. You haven't tested that where you've got one here and that's still got text. So yeah, just test. I mean, maybe you want to reduce it down to one bit of text. Like it could just be like week 7. That's all you need there, because I don't know why. I mean, obviously, we know it's something to do with the hair, so we don't really need a hair transplant text in there. And I don't know what that means in itself, so maybe you need to leave it out. But well done. Confetti of joy for both the awesome Savage meme and the channel's really blown up. Improved thumbnails. We'll check again in maybe a couple of weeks on that one. Yeah. And what was the other one? We were going to pick this, which is Matthew's channel. And it's Tin Hat Soldier and Friends here, gaming channel, I believe. Some Fortnite stuff, a little bit. Get it, jumping in there with a Fortnite is on Google Play. That was good to see, and then doubling down on that a little bit. I like. Thumbnails though, Dan, we think they need a bit of work, especially in a Fortnite genre, which is really competitive with super colourful characters, maps, less text, that type of thing.
It's interesting because they kind of know what they need to do to stand out, right? Like the one I'm looking at in particular is how to download Fortnite on a PC in 2020. I think that downloading Fortnite on a PC, like I appreciate that you're doing a tutorial and even a basic one, but that one might be a little like too basic in terms of just what the activity is. And your thumbnail itself, like you're trying to get computers, but a Fortnite character, you're trying to tie these two things together. I appreciate what you were trying to do there, but you took an image, made it smaller. A thumbnail is already small, and you made it smaller, and it's almost impossible to like really connect with it. But your Google Play video did fantastic, and I don't know how much more you could do related to the Google Play Store and Fortnite. It looks like you tried to follow it up pretty quick.
Videos could be a little longer as well. I'm noticing some are quite a minute long. But I mean, look at this. Again, as we've talked about before, when you do tutorial stuff, like this one here, 350 views for a 40 subscriber channel. As you say, this one here, another tutorial. All of the tutorial ones seem to have a better chance of performing better for the channel.
Yeah, keep covering updates. Talk about how to play Fortnite on mobile. Talk about things you bought in Fortnite, perhaps. And it looks like you've gotten some traction on some things. So good job.
I just said a better chance of performing better, which is terrible, terrible English. All right, let's.
I like to point out that we don't know what style of channels these are before we click them. They're just Twitter ones. So for people who are like, you always pick gaming channels, no. 80% of the channels that are submitted are gaming channels. So mathematically, we choose gaming channels. Not because we want to. We make fun of the fact that we try not to choose gaming channels. So instead of complaining, watch and learn.
And if that's what the majority of the audience is, then
I mean, this is not
double down
math.
Yeah, we'll scroll past that one.
Oh, like stonks. I like that one. That's not bad.
Shall we do that one then? Oh, Roland, I think we've already done you.
What's that?
Any more? Don't really get that one. What are we thinking? Any more we want to put? So we're back to where we were.
So maybe we just go back to randoms again.
Okay, let's go back to we'll
we at
revisit
now?
this one more time later on. So you got another 20 minutes maybe, and yeah, let's go through the 325 people who just did copy and paste on their submissions. Right, let's set that machine and let's get the ball rolling once again. And we're going to pick number 83. Maybe I should get Savage to read out those numbers. What likes are we on? Are we getting anywhere near? Oops.
860. We're a little far away, but
Maybe if we get to 900, he might make an appearance.
Yeah, 900.
83. There. It worked that time.
Hey, it's a gaming channel.
Is it? Well, there we go.
Surprise.
Brawl Stars gaming channel. Your channel banner's going to get cut off, so you're probably going to end up with HTBTW and then Daily Con Please, I think, for the channel banner. All right. So Brawl Stars. It's one of the free sell Clash of Clans style games, and he seems to be focusing on that topic a lot. With 400 subscribers, occasionally getting videos over 100 views, so some nice little spurts there for the channel.
Yeah, and you're unlocking some characters. When it comes to mobile gaming, it's the best thing you could do when games are this popular is spend a little bit of money on it. Just like I would buy new games to review if I was a game review channel. You could be buying things in the game to review, and that'll keep you in playing one game. And people will be interested, like, should I buy this skin? I don't even know what it looks like when it's in play. And you could be like, oh, unlocking this new skin in Brawl Stars. So I think you're on the right track. That's really cool. Your thumbnails, though, could be a little bit better.
I agree.
You're utilizing the characters that you've cut out, but I think you could zoom in on them. I think you could make them connect with the audience more by making them even bigger. These ones where you're really busy with text aren't working at all. It's really hard to tell what's going on. But again, it's a very colorful channel. These will pop compared to other Brawl Stars ones, which is what you want. You want to make sure they're nice and saturated to compete with them. But yeah, I would less is more, especially the game characters that you cut out. So take one game character, waist up, cut them out, boom, front and center as much as you can.
I'm going to interrupt our channel audit now for a new feature that I'm just going to call Gaming Corner, which is going to be 30 seconds of the games I am playing in real life. Because know I hate Red Dead Redemption 2, and I finished Horizon New Dawn, so now I'm playing, Dan, Dead Rising 4, which I'm enjoying quite a lot. Your typical zombie game, but there's a lot of things to collect, pictures to take, that type of thing.
Yeah.
The old one, like Dead Rising 2 and 3 and such. Yeah, I think I played all of them. And also, now this is a real blast from the past. There was a game on the Super Nintendo called Secret of Mana, which is a role-playing game, which was phenomenal. I sometimes call it like the second best console game I've ever played behind GoldenEye. And a new version, an update has come up to it, and it feels faithful to the original, called Trials of Mana. And I'm enjoying that one as well. What about you, Dan? What are you playing? Still Animal Crossing?
Still Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
That's been it. I've just been consumed. It's running my life.
Travis, we still haven't established. Do you actually play video games?
Sometimes,
Are you a gamer
yeah.
at all? Yeah.
I actually have a couple of arcade machines in my theater.
Yeah, you do. That's right.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Which arcades have you got?
So I have Pac-Man, Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, the Star Wars from back in the day, and then something called At Games, which can play just about any game. You can just download any games.
Is the Star Wars like the vector graphics one? Like,
the old school one.
Yeah. Oh, I remember playing that on a.
Awesome.
You probably wouldn't have heard of this computer. An Amstrad CPC 464. I think they were only available in the UK. So I think like it was the equivalent of a Commodore 64.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, God, I remember playing that. Loved it. Did anyone since I don't think we can get in trouble with this anymore, did you ever have a computer with the old cassettes, like the ones where you put a pencil in to wind them around?
Of course, and you saved on the cassette,
and then you would put it into like a cassette recorder. So I'd rent games from the library and then try and record them. So a bit of pirating there in my youth. All right, let's hopefully we don't get told off for that. Rocco's 11. Is this another FIFA card game thing I'm looking at? Feels like it from the thumbnails. A lot of content. Again, it looks like you're another quarantine creator, so great to see that you're getting onto YouTube and you're focusing on the cards in FIFA. It feels like sometimes you're kind of giving up a little bit on your thumbnails. And there's, going through the giveaway route as well. You want to be careful with that because you may get subscribers from that, but you're not going to get engagement and consistent viewers from that. So just be a little wary. And YouTube say that could be manipulating the metrics on your channel, which is against terms of service. So just be a little cautious about that. But from the other stuff, like, you seem to be getting same amount of views as subscribers, which is good to see by focusing on the FIFA card game. There. Any extra thoughts? Maybe Dan.
I like that you're doing a FIFA card channel, but you're not. You're doing something different with the thumbnails, and I think that's kind of something we need to appreciate, because I've seen a lot of those channels just try and put the cards, and it's kind of busy. It's hard to see what's going on. You've put this nice, easy to read text, the best icon under 300K, and it's intriguing. It's going to help us to click. And yeah, the ones that are doing better in terms of like your thumbnails and your views are definitely the more animated thumbnails. When it's just you on camera, there's not a whole lot going on there. And I think you should be there, but cut yourself out, maybe put the game behind you blurred or something. And some thumbnails are definitely way better than others.
There is thumbnail evolution, isn't there? But at times you just kind of give up and just like stick on a freeze frame, unless it's like a community video or something and you're trying to tell people of the result of something and not necessarily a video that everybody should be watching, in which case you maybe want to unlist those perhaps. Yeah, that is Rocco's 11 there. Let's pick another one from the machine, and that is 288. Okay, what are we gonna see next? Abstract art. Okay, is this going to be one of those acrylic pouring channels that we've encountered in the past? No, it's something completely different. Okay, another new YouTuber to the platform, and it feels as if you're doing, I'm not going to say, it's kind of a bit reminiscent of tattoo art, but I don't think it is necessarily that. It's just drawings that you're doing, would we say? And I think one of the ways to enhance this is maybe showing not the finished finished drawing, but something where you're halfway through the process, so that it creates maybe a little of intrigue, or like a before and after image. And then the titling. What are people searching for in your space? Is it abstract art or how to draw abstract art? So making it a bit more tutorial. And also, I look at the lens. It doesn't look as if it's maybe a time lapse. So are you commentating while you're talking? So looking at the view duration may be something of interest as well. Travis, I'll let you maybe take a quick look at this one. Not much to look at, but what do you think?
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I like, we have a lot of people that want to do art channels and stuff. It looks like it's very specific type of art. Almost feels, what's the word I'm looking for? Like kind of not old school, but kind of.
I'm going to maybe Gothic or steampunk.
Yeah, exactly what I'm thinking about. Yeah. Which is cool. It's the exposure on art. I mean, abstract words, art and stuff. I'm really curious, like, what are the actual videos though? So that's the really, are they?
Should we have a quick?
Yeah, might as well.
I'll mute the sound, but we'll maybe.
I'm just curious. Are we watching?
So I'm gonna play this at double speed as well, just so we can get a quick idea of what's going on.
Okay, so there's that. But are you drawing it? Or am I just watching you talk about it? Yeah. Because for me, it would be a much more interest. Okay, so this is a portfolio video, which means he's just going to go through his different things. Yeah. I think the channels like this to do the best are the ones that actually you watch in double time, or whatever, 3 times. Watch them how to do it. Like, how do you do that? I mean, it's an amazing skill. So I believe if you want to do really well in this, to have videos while you're actually drawing and painting, I mean, those are the ones that really seem to do well.
Yeah. Any extra thoughts, Dan?
No, you guys kind of covered it. And yeah, obviously more videos, keep creating. But I think you guys nailed it.
Some super chats. Vikings React. Thank you for the $10 after auditing your channel. We hope what we said you take on board constructively and apply it to your channel. Just said, I've been working on my channel. I think you will like it. Okay, hopefully maybe we can review it one day. Now, Joe in Santos Vlogs gave us, I think, much less well, I'm trying to hang on. So somebody gave us 29 pH, but yeah, so you gave us that much, and then you gave us 10 times that amount. Again, I don't know. I'll have to put this through a currency converter, but thank you for that. We really do appreciate it. And Gut Manor 9 with a $2.99 there. Okay, we've got not that much time left. How many likes are we up to?
882.
Oh, just not quite there. Just not quite there.
One of those things.
Next channel, then we're going to carry on with the audits. Going to carry on with audits, and this is Jack Scantlebury. And so your channel banner is very current right now, so we can appreciate that. Nothing wrong with that. It looks as if your content is gaming, episodic gaming of different content, which is pretty much several of the things, Dan, that we kind of recommend against, which is jumping from game to game and having it surrounding episodes, because we end up with videos like this, which is Skygrid, Our New Home, episode 1. Okay, you've done a bit of explanation there, but do we need the episode number? Is it that important?
Gaming creators hate it when I give them this one tip.
By the way,
episode
really great title for an upcoming video.
What?
Gaming creators hate it when I give them this.
Yeah.
one.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh,
You're welcome.
I like that. Yeah.
Thank you for that. I thought of that and was laughing to myself. Episode 1 is a search term, especially like with Minecraft. A lot of games, it always seems to do well, but that's the temptation now, is to do episode 2 and 3 and 4, and you're going to instantly notice a drop off. I would do episode 1, keep it in a playlist, let your playlist guide people, and then you made a cow farm in Skygrid, so focus on that. How do you make a cow farm in Skygrid? Skygrid is a bunch of blocks floating in the sky. It looks hard, so show people how to do stuff. It can still be an episode. It could still be a let's play episode, but tell people why they should watch, because it seems like we're going to be sticking with you for a while, and it's going to be tough once you get to episode 60. People aren't going to really go back and watch 59 episodes.
Top video, a tutorial within the Minecraft realm, and that, again, we're often going to find this, aren't we, with gaming channels, where the tutorials really do help the channel. Okay, I'm going to pick another one from the machine.
Can we just have a video where Dan just says the names of things? That'd be great. I'd love to see that, and I'd pay money for that. Can I do a
hello, Savage?
Oh,
hello.
Okay. McRib Panda has the best meme I've seen yet.
How many people have bought your disinfectant orange juice?
So I looked, and I already shipped out 3. It was really great. $39.99 per liter, in case you missed it earlier. I have a totally biodegradable, totally drinkable disinfectant. You can have, doesn't actually disinfect anything. It's, if I'm going to be honest about it, it's orange juice, but place the order. www.youtube.com//savage time orange juice.
Savage time. Dan, I'm going to give you a rest on this one, because if we're going to get it wrong, then let the host get this channel name wrong. Suave Have Games. That is the best attempt at pronouncing it. I'm really apologizing.
Suave Javi.
Suave. There we go. You see, Dan, you were much better than me on that one, Dan. Well done, sir.
No more memes.
So, horror gaming channel, I believe, and the YouTuber is front and center with a panicked expression. And I think we talked about this maybe a week or 2 ago, where somebody got the panicked YouTuber expression, but they didn't quite get the scene of the game quite right. But I think this channel is getting it much better. I really like the thumbnails here, actually.
Yeah, I like these a lot, and they're doing exactly what I would advise any horror channel to do, is put themselves, let them be the hero, and they're sweating it out. Something's going on, and that's going to get people to click. It looks like you freak out on camera. In horror games, people love that. If you're on camera and you're panicked over something, I mean, that's going to do really well.
With coming up to 2,000 subscribers, I was just wondering if there's any standout game videos that you've done. Was there like a Peppa Pig theme here? Is that Friday Night at Freddy's?
Oh, that's probably, Five Nights.
Yeah. But yeah, it looks as if there's maybe some topics that you can look at here and double down on them a little bit. I mean, the views aren't bad, but there are some videos that are doing better than others. When I look at them, so maybe just looking to trim the fat, as I've said before.
The games you're choosing are a bit older now, and they're still getting views, which is great, but you might want to start looking at new horror games, and you could even at your level now reach out to some developers who are working on betas or something, see if you can get in early.
Did you know that German chocolate cake was not named after the country? It's named after a guy named Sam German.
Okay. All right.
Interesting thing. I didn't know that. It's true. Did you know this?
I didn't, and nor did I wish to. Really? Savage? Reactions are us, Savage. Take this one away. What do you reckon?
Reactions.
Nearly 2,000 subscribers.
Holy Moesha. This guy is oh my goodness, the guy's eyes are falling out of his head. I don't know. Dan, you're going to have to help me out with that. That's scary. The dude's eyes, someone put his eyes back in. I don't know what's going on here. Someone else help me out.
I mean, it's a reaction channel. It just seems like I would like to hear Savage's reaction to the reaction channel. I'm gonna turn the table and put it right back.
What happened?
I'm
over here looking at my Savage Facts. Hashtag Savage Facts. Did you know that chainsaws, the horror movie Murder Weapon of Choice, they're actually invented for the aid of childbirth. That's actually why they were invented.
Okay. Well,
I don't think that is true at all.
Oh, I can send you the link, Rob. It's a true story.
Reactions are us then.
Some thumbnails are better than others. A lot of text in some, and some there's not a whole lot going on. I interrupted you, Rob. I was just trying to get away.
It feels a bit of a hit and miss channel. Like sometimes they're getting like 500 views, which is great, and then other ones, you're probably putting in a lot of effort for 17 views or 10 views. So I think maybe, is it music parodies? Is that the theme that's maybe helping you there? Like official music video? Oh no, that's a Ben 10 parody. So what is it? What is a common denominator that's when the videos do well? I guess we'd have to sort by most popular, because it must be frustrating for the channel to sometimes do really well, but then like 1 out of every 10 videos doing very well, but then they put the same amount of effort and don't get the results.
That big video there, I love that thumbnail.
Yeah,
I think that's great.
Did you know before the invention of color TV that they said 75% of people said they dreamed in black and white?
You know, it's interesting because you actually say that when I was younger and when I saw television from like the 60s and the 50s, I actually thought the entire world was in black and white because of what I saw on television. So, yeah, there you go.
No, I used to dream all the time that I was blind.
I don't want to know what you're dreaming about, Savage. No, sir. I just searched by most popular here, and reaction seems to be a common title thread that means that the videos are popular. I don't know if this happens all of the time, but that's the one thing I'm seeing from reactions are us that I can spot there. Go on then, Savage. Do tell us, what do you sometimes dream about?
No, did you know it's illegal? I think I've talked about this before. It's illegal to own just one guinea pig in Switzerland because they get lonely.
I think you have told us that one. Wasn't that what made me lose it last time?
You're from Britain, aren't you?
Correct, yes.
Britain, right? Yeah. The British royal family isn't allowed to play Monopoly.
I'm sure there was like that said they had done in Zoom. What do you mean they can't play Monopoly?
This is a savage fact. I don't know. I'm telling you what the internet says.
Liam Menzies Premieres has created a channel which is designed to trigger me from the channel banner and the fact that it has 0 content. So we'll move swiftly on to the next channel, which is 107. 107. Okay.
That over and over again.
Mystical robots.
This is crazy. The voice of Mickey Mouse and the voice of Minnie Mouse got married in real life. Did you know that?
Oh, that's quite a nice story, that actually.
Really interesting.
Yeah.
That's got to be the most annoying sounding house ever. Can you imagine?
A mystical robot, Dan. Fortnite-y, I think.
Fortnite-y, Minecraft-y.
Warzone-y.
Same thing I said a little while ago. Some thumbnails better than others. Diamonds, Minecraft Let's Play episode. So we're back to episode titles, which I would again discourage against. How did you find the diamonds? Was there something interesting that you did to obtain them? What could people search for to find your video? You're going to want to focus on doing some content that, since you're at 170, congrats, that's still pretty good. But since you're still growing, since you're still climbing towards like that 1,000 subscriber goal, start doing some more tutorials. Minecraft is perfect for that. Fortnite, like what kinds of crazy things can you do? I like your Clown City thumbnail, by the way. I think that looks awesome. So you definitely do crazy things in games, and your videos seem to have a lot of potential, but try to think of what people could be searching for when you're titling these.
I just want to use this as an example of, because I think the thumbnails actually aren't too bad, because there's usually one main character on the thumbnail. So if you look at this set of thumbnails, I know the topics are completely different, but if you look at this thumbnail and then you think back to that channel which was about education for medicine, and there was lots of coronavirus videos, and all of the thumbnails were just text. Like, your eyes couldn't really track anything on that screen. But if you look at this, your eyes are drawn to certain thumbnails and you can get an idea of what's going on fairly quickly, that it's about different characters. So that's the difference between super text-heavy thumbnails and then, like, more graphically rich thumbnails that we've been looking at there. All right, Savage.
You know a can of Mountain Dew can dissolve a mouse? Which is interesting because it's actually more powerful than my disinfectant that you can drink. So maybe I should just buy some cans of Mountain Dew. And
maybe you should. Maybe you should.
Crazy.
What if you ate a mouse?
Did you
and
know
then you
for a
drank
short
some
time the
Mountain
planet Uranus was named George?
Sorry, what was that? I only caught one word of that one. Say that again.
The planet Uranus was once called George.
George.
By who?
by whom and why?
The internet, apparently. I'm just telling you the facts. It's a savage facts. Savage facts.
Groomsy. We've got a person holding a gun at one side of a channel banner and then a Mercedes-Benz at the other. But it looks to be a driving Forza Horizon 4 channel, I think, Dan.
Yeah.
Channel focus, yes, but this is a game that's been out for a long time, and is anybody still really interested in that game? Plus freeze frame thumbnails, generally speaking.
Yeah, some happen to look better than others, but it just looks like a scene from the game. And yeah, the one thing a lot of people, even I think I would say this for Minecraft channels too, one thing people got to struggle with is like, how old is your game, and are people still looking for it? And if they are, what specifically about it are they looking for? Because when a game gets that old and still gets search traction, it's because something in the community is going on that's getting people to excited about it. Like with Minecraft, it's mods. So.
All right, Savage, I'm going to let you pick one of the tweets here.
Okay, let me see what we got. What we got?
All right, here we go.
Does he snap the channel? That looks interesting. Let me see. You're scrolling past me. That's good. What's that one with the Thanos? Let me see that. Channel, VidIQ, and then snaps it. That's right. I like that. Keep going. Let's see what else. Maybe. There's a fat cat. All right. Oh, I like to see me. That's terrible. That's terrible. Yes. Okay. What is this right here? When you really know I can. When you eventually win. Yes, I mean, it's almost there, but keep going. Let's see what else. Okay, there's a meme. There's the just asking for wow, good job. Nope. Keep going. Keep going. Can I get a channel audit? Yeah, if I was born yesterday. I like that one. I like the slap. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap. I like it.
Whoa, we got an appearance from Leron.
Oh, I know. Yes, I like that one. That's the one we're gonna do.
Is this the one?
Red Panda again.
So we're gonna go for J-Boy Patty then, I think. Have you got your channel there? Oh, you're lucky. You're lucky. So let's have a look at this one. And it is a Piggy Roblox. This seems to be we saw that last week, didn't we, Dan? Something about
something that a pig in Roblox is like a thing that's happening right now, I think. But the titles here are pretty simple. And for a creator with less than 100 subscribers, I think you're going to need to do a little bit more to get your titles to show up in search.
Yeah.
How to Suck at Piggy the sequel. But if it's Roblox, like, you should really include that in the title. And yeah, it's is there only this many videos?
Yeah. So it looks as if
a month ago
you're a little bit in the file name as a title zone here, and so make it more compelling to a person who's scrolling through a feed, sees a title and says, yeah, I quite like that, I'm gonna click on that, just like you did with the meme that you've just sent us. Like, it caught our attention, whereas these maybe not so much.
It's always interesting when we pick a channel based off a meme, because the meme gets our attention, and then we come to the channel and there's like the thumbnails don't match.
Sometimes.
That
Do you know about Lego? We were doing Lego channels earlier.
Yeah.
Did you know Lego is the largest manufacturer of tires in the world? Did you know this?
What?
It is a true story.
What are you on about?
Also, this is actually a real true measurement of weight is a buttload. It's true. It's true. What is this? Yes, that's right. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that one. That's a good one. There's another Savage. Right?
So good. He's done it twice, 3 times. You posted the tweet a bit too many times. And we're back to where we were. Any more we want to choose from here?
Have we already seen the disinfectant one? Okay. Yeah, that's good. Now let's do one more random one for the people in the chat. Just for people who don't have Twitter, we gotta respect the people in the chat as well.
In the actual chats.
Yeah. So we do the random number thing, generation thing.
So you mean here?
No,
random number
the
generator.
random
Aren't
number.
you in charge of this live stream, Rob? Don't you know how this works? You're the one that came up with this thing. I don't understand why this is so confusing.
Taking instruction from Savage. What have I done?
Gosh.
What am I doing?
Goodness, how do you get so confused? This is a very simple concept.
Yeah, all right.
Game dev channel. Here we go.
Game dev channel. This should be an interesting one. It's got a few subscribers as well. So let's have fun creating games. So I get a value proposition straight away. And then there's some stuff about how to improve your YouTube videos and how to get 1,000 subscribers.
Wait, what?
Okay. So you're a game developer now on YouTube. A journey of becoming a better game developer. Okay.
Yeah, definitely stick to that because that's, super valuable. People, especially right now, you got people at home trying to learn new skills. What could you be teaching the most basic, in terms of game development? Where could you start teaching someone who's never touched it before, and maybe build a series off of that? Because that's right now you have a skill that a lot of people would probably love to learn.
Yeah, there's a couple of videos that are really standing out here. When you remade something in this particular VR game, this Carlson 3D, look at the view counts, 41,000, 6,000, 5,000. It's a bizarre niche that I've never heard of, but that is your superpower. And then again, how I made a game in 1 week, when you're going back to your developing roots, manipulating games, making new games, that's where you seem to be doing really well.
Yeah, stick to that, and the more you can do with VR too. I always say this about VR in general. It's a high barrier to entry. So if you have a VR setup, you can do really, really well on YouTube. Just in general.
Untapped topic. Yeah. All right. All right. I'll maybe pick another one. Any other facts there, Savage, or have you left us?
Oh, he left. He had to go get lunch.
Ugh.
I know, right?
I really do hate that, man. Okay, so let's collectively audit this channel then, which is an art channel. And Travis, since you stepped out there, I'm going to let you take a look at this one. La Roche Art.
Making a beautiful mess. I actually like that.
That's
nice.
Yeah,
it was a little bit bigger, the text was a little bit bigger, but I love the idea. Your banner is not mobile safe, so that's number one thing.
Yep.
And actually, this looks a little bit like Tish's channel, the Artist Haven, in our chat. So she does acrylic pouring. Maybe you guys can, if you don't know each other, maybe you can connect and do a collab or something. That might be kind of cool. But yeah, so I think it's really important for acrylic pouring channels, as we've talked about before a couple times, to have really vibrant colors in the thumbnail. And I think showing the end result is really the thing. I like the before and after, so you see that as well in the second row down, and you'll notice that did really well view wise compared to the ones around it. I think before and after is always strong because that gives you an indication of what you're going to see in the video, so you're much more likely to click it. So for me, maybe do more of the before and after thumbnails, because if you look at that compared to almost everything else around it, it dominates from a view portion. And try different types of pours, but do the before and after, see what happens, see if that works.
I think when we talked about and I've just realized that I think I should have had my screen zoomed in that much throughout the whole audit, but I do apologize. When we were talking about acrylic arts, I think something that resonated with us is when we see an image on a thumbnail and that kind of resembles something, like whether it's blue for waves or green for forest. And so this is the one that really stuck out for me. You've tried to create something out of this acrylic art. The one thing I would maybe change about this is either remove all of the text, or you just have the word pizza ? In the top left-hand corner, not covering up the image whatsoever, because I think the text is probably interfering a little too much on some of these images. But yeah, and I agree with you, Travis, in the before and after showing.
I love the pizza idea. I think that's such a cool, because it does kind of look like pizza. I actually really like that one.
Yeah. What about you, Dan? Any other thoughts on this one?
Yeah, the ones without text I do like. I think when it comes to this, bumping up the saturation is always helpful, because some of them are reading a little bit flat. And the other thing I would do is look up some acrylic art channels and try and see what they're doing in terms of their titles, their thumbnails, because I'm kind of some of these are so intriguing, and I'm so surprised to see the view counts low. And I think it's kind of a shame. I think there's probably
I think it's a well-established topic right now. So there is a competition in there, and they're not. I don't think they're doing anything necessarily new. The thumbnails are intriguing, but yeah, it just may be that it's going to take a while. As you say, I think, Travis, you said some of the view counts like stick out. So there's potential there.
Yeah.
And one there for Savage right at the end here, like testing the miracle, so-called miracle cleaner. So maybe
hey, look at that.
Take a look at that one from a
maybe that
year
was
ago.
the one.
All right, as always, we've gone past our allotted time for this live stream, but we've had amazing fun as always. And what did we have in the super chats? Was there anything to finish off here? I don't think there was. I think Gut Manor was the last one who sent us $2.99 at the end. If you want to say your goodbyes now, we will do some shout outs very, very soon. And I don't know, do I apologize for the lack of Savage time this week? But no. It was your fault. You didn't get us up to 1,000 likes in time, so make sure to improve that next week if you can do. And yeah, I will say thank you for all of these memes and tweets that you're sending. I even forgot about that one and that one, which was amazing as well.
Oh yeah, those are some good ones. Yeah.
So what I'm going to do, I think every week now, is I'm going to put these into memes of the week. So if you want to watermark them, like who it's from, that will help when I play the video, so that you can see your meme was included. But yeah, keep doing it. We love it. We're trying as many ways as possible to pick channels, not just based on randomness or like you contributing, so that really does help us. And now we'll do some shout outs, and we'll start with you, Travis, seeing as though you're on screen.
Of course, all the mods that have come and gone today, I've lost track of Apple O's in there, and I know a bunch of others. Thomas McGee, SMG54, we got Octarius, Apple Low, MC Red Panda did a great job on memes today, and the Red Omega.
And Dan, take it away.
I will shout out the brand new mods: Octorius, Zenzarus. I'm sorry, even though I've talked to you now in Discord, I still have no idea how to say your name. John0201, and then Cal196 also is a new moderator who I need to promote here in YouTube as well. As for other folks here, we have Bun Bun, Tryhard, Toxic Storm, Phantom Fox, GBR Replays, Mr. Rollins, It's John, Tryhard again, Pacific Gaming, they're starting to get more difficult, Travelino Blog, maybe, I don't know, Curloft By, that's funny. I thought their name was Curloff By, but they were saying bye. Their name is Curloff. XB, nope, gone. Oh no, my eyes hurt.
Part of the show. Still.
Random things. Very yammy. Daily Dose YouTube.
You've done well, Dan. You can take a break now.
Emmett something. No, this is what everyone wants, man.
He's showing off. He's showing off.
Brawl Nugget something. This is what you asked for. The real Omega. All right, I'm done.
Dan, I think you managed to read out a sentence there in channel names, and I think it was Bonbon Tryhards with Toxic Storms. I think that came together as a wonderful sentence of some description. Right, I'm going to read some out here. And those are going to be Apollo. I mean, you just the moderating monster machine. Thank you. And of course, thank you to all of the other moderators. Phonology TV, Decon Gaming, Rubin Gaming, Rygards 4S, Monty Monster, Control Nugget. This message has been held for review. Thank you as well there. And also Double X Gaming Rain Double X. As always, folks, it's been an honor and a privilege to serve you with channel audits this week, and we hope you've found something valuable in the last 2 hours that you've been with us. And of course, I always say every week that I think time is the most valuable currency on YouTube. Make sure that you spend your time wisely with your audience with whatever videos that you make. This is a point where we no longer need to wave awkwardly, although I'll do it for a few seconds, because we have an outro and it sounds and looks like this.